there is a story so strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification.
I don't care if Cash Money Records taking over for the 9-9 into the year 2000. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the Dro. Smoke me out, fam, with that dang shit on my left. Oldest ninja in the world, old ninja.
Oh, yeah. This one goes out to all you lovers out there. Don't forget later about your pudding time.
God damn.
Oh, yeah.
On my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, choking people out on the threes, supports Chronos.
San Francisco Beer Week might be the best vacation I ever had, and I'm a little fucked up right now.
God damn. Yeah. Last but not least, we got your boy Blue.
Roses are red, Vades are blue. Guess what? I hate chocolate.
This motherfucker. Stitch is out saving the city, saving them streets.
Splitting fucking arrows like fucking the Arrow.
Yeah, he's half Arrow, half Barry Allen, so
Yeah,
he's out
shit.
there. He's out here. Whomstead have we got up in there?
Baja Blurred, what's going on?
What up, fam?
First in the chat, and our listener of the week would be, I can guarantee it's probably going to be Mr. X, but
Let's see.
Probably not.
see. It's Mr. X.
Ah.
And also Molly Maloney.
All right.
So, Molly, what's going on? I haven't seen your name before, so thank you for listening.
I wanted to. Oh no, his first name was Maloney. I know it's Mahoney. That's what it was from Police Academy.
Yeah,
Maloney.
but Steve Gutenberg.
Popping Molly's. who we pouring out malt beverages or Hennessy for, old Ned?
Hey, this is that beer week. There's no malt liquor.
Yeah, no
malt.
drink.
High quality
Craft beer.
Craft beers with pinkies up. Who we pouring it out for?
Oh, so then we'll pour out some denogonizer for Reg Cathey, most known for his sultry voice. He's known for being in The Wire. He was in the Blacklist for a minute. He's most notably known as Freddy, the barbecue shop owner in House of Cards. He was the dad in the latest Fantastic Four. He's been in Tank Girl, a bunch of stuff. He's like an older black gentleman, really deep voice.
Yeah.
He died a few days ago. He was 60-something, 65?
That's not that old.
Oh, 59. Sorry, he was 59.
60.
Definitely not that old.
No, that's
Yeah, he was-
especially this day and age.
Yeah, he was a military man.
Yeah, if I died at 59, I'd be like, fuck.
That's young. All right,
And then this one, I don't know who put this one
I
on.
put him on there. That is Hiroki Takagi. If y'all don't know him, he is one of the animators for Bleach.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, so all right.
One of them shows I said watch, and y'all didn't watch until way later, and you're like, oh, it's awesome.
Yeah. That's exactly how this one was for me.
And then
I'm still not done with it.
And then we had some unfortunate news that happened today. There's a mass shooting at a South Florida high school earlier today.
Yeah.
So there's confirmed 17 dead so far.
Also, like students and shit?
Students, I believe some faculty as well. There's a lot of back and forth, a lot of political stuff going back and forth about gun control again.
Ain't shit gonna happen.
But apparently there's I've seen different stats about this is a 20-something plus mass shooting in 2018, and we're only in February.
Wow.
So I've seen reports say 30. I've seen 40 and more. So I don't know what the exact number.
Depends on who's counting and how
who's
you're counting.
Yes.
Yeah, perhaps I have not heard of, I guess, 17 of them.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot.
It does seem like a lot, but people are reporting we've had a lot of mass shootings since the start of 2018.
Well, we've had a lot of shootings in general just throughout the days. Just for some reason, the media only focuses on mass
Certain
shootings.
ones, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Meanwhile, there are cities where hundreds of people die every year.
yeah, I
and
mean,
nobody
they're
pays
shooting
fucking
on Bart. I'm just saying. Ain't nobody saying that about that.
All right. So obviously that's a developing story.
Yeah, I mean, it's just sad because
More news is going to keep coming out.
high school children, enjoying their day, and someone comes in and
that's-
blows up. I don't know. I think since this happened, this is still fresh. We need to wait on more details about what happened and what was going on with the shooter and whatnot.
Honestly, in my mind, I mean, I know people, every time these things happen, they always talk about gun control, but can we not just, protect our children the same way we protect our fucking airports? I mean, that'd be a start, right? Just do that, and then we can work on the rest.
I think for this, I think they were saying for this school shooting that there was actually police officers on the campus when it all went down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was one news report I saw, and they were talking about how there was officers at the campus, and they were there for that purpose of not for checking for guns and shit like that, but
protect them. Yeah.
Yeah, but kind of what they had at high schools where they had a police officer who was always on the campus or something.
Well, we had Officer Carroll, right?
Yeah.
Remember that guy? But it was just one guy,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stop bullets necessarily, but
You can, I can. I got superpowers, bro. Especially when I've been drinking. So right now,
catch them with your teeth.
Bruce Leroy.
I got the glow.
Bruce Leroy.
So I actually got a few shout outs from a few, hopefully we got some new listeners from SF Beer Week. Drunk Blues in effect, so I'm a little bit of a social butterfly. So first off, I got a few names to give out here. So shout out to Natalie and Celeste. They recommended some cool beers. I don't know why on here on my phone I have number 9 and number 10. I'm not sure why my phone says that. Shout out to Emily.
Were they 9s and 10s? Is that what you're saying?
Oh shit!
I don't remember. Like I remember talking to them, but I don't remember how they look. I'm not about that couch life. Also, shout out to Emily and TJ. They're a pretty cool couple I met over there. Shout out to Jen and David, and shout out to Daniel S. That's about it.
Awesome. Thank you for.
Hopefully, picked up the podcast. They didn't give me their phones to add the podcast like I normally like to do.
You be stealing.
Yeah, I be stealing people's phones.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
They give it to me. It's not like I just take it from them. Like, hey, let me see this. 5 stars. Hey,
Like,
I got to do what I got to do.
sounds like unsolicited dick pics.
Yes. Ashy ones.
If you're listening, definitely thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Keep listening. Hope you find this episode entertaining.
Well, this episode will be a little beer heavy because I'm a little beer heavy right now.
There we go.
We about to talk all kinds of shit.
Why don't we jump into this first one real quick?
Oh man.
Yeah, Quincy Jones. God damn it. This he's a musical legend.
Yeah.
Old man now, but he's still with he has his faculties. He's not. He doesn't seem senile per se.
Maybe.
Yeah, but this is
Yeah.
so. Let's get to the nitty gritty.
He went off. Yeah, he went off in an interview, stating all kinds of stuff. One of the things that stuck out to me was he doesn't respect the Beatles from a musical talent standpoint at all. Said they were kind of
Well, I can understand that because they're a pop group.
Yeah,
I mean, they played poppy music and they said a bunch of shit about I don't know, making a world a better place, but no actual ideas on how to do it. So,
I mean, they have.
I've rarely heard some other musicians come at them though. Just from the musical standpoint, basically he said like he couldn't drum. One of the who was the drummer? Ringo like couldn't drum, and the bass player couldn't play. Like he called him out by name specifically.
Damn.
So fuck your couch.
I myself am not a huge Beatles fan, but I understand their importance to music and their influence therein. However, Quincy Jones is a phenomenal. He's not just a producer; he's also a performer.
Sure,
he can play. So I can see where from his standpoint, he was probably like, these are just dudes from England coming over, introducing a sound that we're trying to do in the streets that they just got, big doing it before everyone else.
Yeah, he threw an extra shade.
He did. I get it, but I understand. Yes, the Beatles came out; they hit the scene before anyone else doing pop music, and with certain ideas that nobody else was doing at the time. So I get it. I understand their importance to music and to the culture at the time. But me myself, I'm not a huge fan.
Wait, didn't Quincy Jones produce the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yes,
he's produced that plus other legendary artists as well.
His resume goes on for miles.
I mean, he was the one who was there who helped out Michael Jackson in the beginning. He helped.
Well, so let's get into that. He said basically Michael was stealing shit from other artists, not giving them credit, flat out stole fucking music. Michael Jackson.
Young Michael Jackson or older Michael Jackson?
Young
Michael Jackson. That's when he worked with him.
Was it?
Oh, Michael Jackson stole booties from little kids and shit.
That's man.
Blowing bubbles.
The signs were there.
That's terrible.
Yeah, this is a rare occurrence as well. You usually don't hear musicians coming at Michael from either a music or business standpoint directly like this.
Oh, and to going back one thing, the Wallflowers, specifically one of the brothers, not the Oasis. I'm sorry, not the Wallflowers. Oasis brothers. One of them said that they were going to be better than the Beatles, and there's only two of them. I wanted to slap the shit out of this dude. I'm like, you ain't shit. Where the fuck are y'all now?
Yeah.
Where the fuck are you, Liam?
They were like one-hit wonders in the 90s.
They had 2-hit wonders.
They're stuck behind the Wonderwall, bro.
Yeah, they're probably in the pub. Like, there's the famous one with they were supposed to perform for VH1, like they're unplugged, and and one of the brothers, he didn't show. He was in the crowd getting drunk.
Yeah.
And his brother on stage calls him out, flips him off, and the other one just fucking flips him off. I'm like, dude, you guys are classy, real classy.
All they had to do was like shave a little bit of the eyebrows. They'd probably like made it a little longer.
I know a good wax place they could have went to.
They look like cavemen.
Damn. So Quincy also said in the interview talking about Marlon Brando, and he said he was fucking anything, and he said he'd even fuck a mailbox. Apparently he had relations with James Baldwin, who's, if you don't know, is a famous writer and poet.
Who was out as gay.
Yes, he was gay, and who left the country because of what was going on in the civil rights movement. And then Richard Pryor and Marvin Gaye.
Wow.
So
these are bold ass claims, man.
So Richard Pryor's wife corroborated the story, saying that Richard Pryor was not ashamed about being bisexual. She apparently has memoirs that she's going to release this year.
He wasn't ashamed, but he never talked about it.
Yeah.
So maybe missing with that bullshit. I'm just saying.
Maybe he did like a.
She said if it was not revealed publicly, he wouldn't deny it. That's what she said.
Well, but he's dead now, so he can't. That's what I'm saying. I have no problem if he was gay. I have no problem with anybody's gay. But for them to say that after he's dead, be like, oh yeah, he had no problem with that. It's like.
So apparently she says that he was sleeping with men extensively. He wrote about it in his diaries, and she plans to release this later on this year.
She's trying to get money.
What's the guy from House of Cards?
Who I'm sure she is. But let me ask you this though: I haven't seen. I don't think every one of his stand-up sets. Has he ever said anything? Because I can't remember anything along those lines, but maybe I missed something. You know what I mean?
Maybe you can go back and be like,
he was deeply personal in some of his stand-up comedy.
He was.
I was gonna say, like, if it would be like Eddie Murphy, I'd be like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Then again, I heard he's like.
Well, he picked up that transvestite.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
wait. Sometimes you don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Got fooled.
So then, apparently, Rain Pryor, his oldest daughter, I think it's his oldest daughter.
Yeah.
She was vehemently denying that her dad was bisexual. So,
but I mean, if it's his daughter, she may have not have known what went on with her dad's life. You know what I mean?
And her dad may have experimented, not necessarily been full on bi. Well,
and he could be like Kevin Spacey, who was kind of in the closet until like all this shit came out.
Yeah, but fuck that dude. We're not putting Kevin Spacey on anything with Richard Pryor.
But I'm just mainly talking about like he was in the closet. Like Kevin Spacey had a wife and all this different shit too.
He did not have a wife.
I thought he did.
Nope.
Oh my bad. I thought he had a wife.
Nope. He had no wife. He was always usually single and always took his mom to events. So he did have a female friend that people speculated they were together, but they never showed affection to each other, like super affection.
It seems like, here's the thing, for like old Hollywood legends basically that are already dead, they can't quote unquote defend themselves and whatnot, so you have people who, you know, had relationships with them back at that time either saying yes it happened or no it didn't. But it's weird to me that Quincy Jones, what does he get out of dropping this? That's what I'm not quite getting.
I don't know.
Like,
well, what does he have to gain?
Well, relevancy, because most people today don't know who the fuck Quincy Jones is. I mean, to be honest,
I can see young people not.
Yeah,
I can see young people.
A lot of most young people don't know who the fuck he is.
Yeah,
but are they going to suddenly start listening to his music because he dropped this stuff? Like millennials? I don't see that.
Yeah, and
he's not mentioning anybody like current too. So even like the millennials wouldn't even know who he's actually talking about.
Like,
who's Richard Pryor?
Pretty much. And then to add more to this, like Richard Pryor's wife was talking about how it was like the 70s and everybody was all like fucked up on Quaaludes. So when they'd have like orgy-filled parties, everybody was fucking everybody, pretty much.
Yeah, but
she said if you did enough coke, you'd be fucking a radiator.
It still seems weird to me that at his age, how old is he? Is he in his 80s? Is that?
Oh, he's probably in his 80s.
Probably in his 80s. All of a sudden, we haven't heard from him. He could have dropped this in the 90s, could have dropped this in the early 2000s. All of a sudden in 2018, here you go, world. This is what happened. This is what went down.
All these legends, a lot of these legends are dead.
Yeah, and they can't say shit.
They can't really say nothing.
Yeah, he's 84. That's up there.
Yeah. It's fucking up there. But again, I'm not downplaying his resume. It's fucking littered with all kinds of accomplishments.
Yeah, and this is in a memoir that he just recently published, apparently. So.
Oh, is Rashida Jones his daughter?
Yeah, Rashida Jones' daughter.
Yeah, who used to date Pac back in the day too. I don't know. I wasn't there. Can't call it one way or another. I just don't see what he has to fucking gain really all that much. especially with all these accomplishments. And yeah, I don't know.
I mean, maybe he just wants the truth out there.
Wasn't there other things about Quincy Jones that came out too? About I think one of the headlines was that he was fucking like damn near everybody.
He might have been. I mean,
Quincy Quincy talking about himself?
Yeah, talking about
everybody?
himself fucking everybody, like a bunch of fucking females.
he probably did. He was a big time producer.
Yeah, man. I'm sure he got.
And
all
he probably had
I think he-
a fucking pimp cup full of coke.
Or are you
and they
saying?
just lined
Or
up.
are you saying he admitted to the world that he was fucking dudes? Is that what you?
No. I think he was fucking a bunch of females, but I think
Oh.
he had mentioned how he fucked somebody's wife.
Well, they were
I'm
probably
sure he-
swinging 70s. They were probably all fucking each other.
If you famous, you get entail.
Yeah,
That's all. there is
That's
to
how
it.
that is. I mean, if you're throwing if you're throwing parties with the Doors, Richard Pryor, Marlon Brando, even Steven Tyler, everybody fucking, all them hoes are getting used. I'm just saying.
God damn, all the way deep up in.
So weird. So I looked up Quincy Jones, and then Frank Sinatra came up, and it shows him as the age of 102, but I thought he was dead.
Yeah,
Frank's Sinatra been dead.
been dead.
Why the fuck does it say he's 102?
Like he would be.
But he actually is dead.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just like, what the fuck?
You got to stop the clock.
Yeah, exactly. You stopped when he died.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm with you. Holy fucking shit, man.
Interesting.
Actually, I want to talk about this one. Goddammit.
Whatever.
I have found a new supreme fucking leader of Thought Patrol. Are y'all aware of our new supreme leader? President.
Wait, Kylo Ren?
No, Presidente Rodrigo Duterte of the Philippines.
Oh, yeah.
My boy stands about 5'4", 135 pounds, 74 years old, and he is definitely Thought Patrol Broly Supreme. This motherfucker said, if she breathes and she's a rebel scum, shoot her in the fucking pussy.
You can't shoot Ray in the snatch, man. That's all bad.
I was like, God, nobody stopped this dude from saying it. It's international news right now.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Holy fucking shit.
was he partying with Quincy Jones or not?
You know what I want to see? I want to see fucking side by sides with Manny Pacquiao and him.
Oh,
Manny saying
shit.
some shit like, all women are queens. We got to respect all women. You know what I'm saying? We got to shoot them in the pussy because she rebel scum. Internet, give me that.
Oh, shit. That's all bad.
Motherfucker's wilding the fuck.
He's done a lot of
out.
other fucked up shit too. I heard of this guy before.
Yeah, he's not a nice president.
They,
let's
they
just say.
compare him to Donald Trump, but more extreme.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
I mean, this is about as extreme as you can get of shooting women in the pussy. You know?
Yeah, pretty much. And not with dick pistols.
And he,
That's where your dick goes.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's not where.
And I mean, he controls the military. You know what I mean? Like, he's the commander in chief for that fucking country. You know, not a small country. Holy fucking shit. I don't know anything about the rebels.
The
or anything.
Philippines is a small country, by the way.
Well, I mean, it's
It's like
how many millions of people does it have? It's got to have.
Millions?
It's got to have over 50 million, right?
No, it
40
probably
million?
has like 2 million people.
2 million? No, it's got to have more than that.
I'm pretty sure the Philippines are not.
How many millions?
let's see. I'm looking it up right now.
On Wiki. Wiki that shit.
Pull it over on the fucking screen. All right. I know it's a whole bunch of islands.
Yeah,
so.
it's a ton of islands.
Pacific Islands. Are we looking
Scroll down. We got
So
that population on the right.
While you're looking it up, Quincy Jones had said he had dated Ivanka Trump.
Oh,
Yeah, I did hear that too.
that's-
Well, I
that's the
mean,
thing.
whomst it hasn't though. I'm just saying.
Don't they have the pop on the right? In that
I'm
column?
looking. God damn it. Population is 100. Is that 100 million?
Okay. That's a pretty good sized country. 100 million.
But it's pretty small.
A million.
There is. Census says 100 million. So this is on Wikipedia though.
Yeah.
So that could be wrong.
All right. We'll go with Wiki for
So this is saying 81 million.
Okay. Somewhere between 80 and 100 million people.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not, that's not too
But
tough.
it's super small. It's like way smaller than California.
Yeah.
No, it is not. California has 38 million people, bruh.
As far as like landmass
land
goes,
mass. He's
it's
talking about
way
land mass.
I thought
smaller.
we're talking about population.
No, he's talking about land
mass.
mass.
It's like-
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to count up all the goddamn islands, but yeah, I'm talking about population.
Well, I can. It's like 7,000. So there you go. Yeah.
Count square footage.
All right. So that's El Presidente.
Hey, y'all from the Philippines? Y'all got great food, great people. I'm
Hell
just saying.
yeah.
We're not shit on the Philippines at all.
Yeah.
This dude is supreme leader of Thought Patrol. I ain't fucking with him. I'll tell you
we
that.
got.
Where did this even come from? Was it just random out of he tweeted this out, or was it an interview?
I think it was a
it was an interview.
I think it was a press conference. Because it looked like he was on the news with it.
I think at
Like
the end,
local,
at the
like
end he said
country news.
these hoes ain't loyal. Shoot him in the pussy.
He's starting a rap career or something, man. God damn. All right. Where y'all want to go?
The memes will be coming.
Damn, California has 35 million people.
38.
More-
Almost
More
40.
than that.
It's more than all of Canada.
Apparently, the current population is 35.11.
I believe it's called Canada. Let's talk about this every week, goddammit, because
Yeah, go ahead.
while it's fresh in my drunk mind, I'm just saying, I'm balls deep in SF Beer Week today. So we had a good time. We went to the opening gala last Friday,
Yes.
and most of us, actually 2 of us were there. Oh,
No.
no, you didn't go, right?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
Well,
two.
Stitch was there too.
Yeah,
Stitch
yeah,
and
but you can't hear.
Lola, Lilo. Yeah, Lilo.
Lola.
Get names.
And Professor Dankenstein was there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the sweetest was there.
Yeah, the Sweetest came out, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool. And yeah, we all had a good time. Got to meet some cool people. You actually interviewed somebody, right? Didn't you interview one of the brewery guys?
I did. I interviewed Jason, who was a VP of Armstrong Brewery. If you look on YouTube right now, I have the interview and like the opening gala like video up right now. It was a really cool event.
Where's Armstrong Brewery?
It's in shit. Hold on. It's not. Yeah, it's local. Hold on.
I think it's in a gate somewhere in
The
a
card. They're in San Fran.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. They're in South San Francisco. That's why I didn't go to them yet. So in South San Francisco, Jason was a cool guy. Literally, like we were just like bullshitting because he was like, having people try out his beer. And I was like, I got a podcast. He's like, oh, you want to do an interview? And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So he literally brought me up to the Brewers Lounge.
So you had all your equipment with you, right?
Well, I had the new DJI Osmo with
Okay.
me. And then, of course, as things happened, it fucking died on me when I was trying to do the interview. So I used my fucking phone.
Oh,
I'm like
shit.
literally holding my phone.
Battery?
Interviewing this guy.
Periscoping.
And for some reason, it wouldn't. The gimbal system wouldn't work. And then, of course, when I went back downstairs, it was
Started
fucking
working
fine.
again.
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck, man?"
technology.
Yeah, I was pissed about it. But yeah, Jason was a cool ass dude. I'm really gracious for him to bring me up to the Brewers Lounge to meet people and stuff, and just to see what was going up there.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah, and we got Pliny the Younger. We had a lot of really cool beers. What was your favorite beer?
There was out here. There's a place called Danville Brewery, and they have this great fucking beer called Oma Raisin Cookie. And I think that's what did me in because I had at least about 5 of them in like a 1 hour window, just because I was socializing, like telling people like, hey, you need to come. Like I was fucking advertising for them to have people come over and get their beer. And it's one guy's like, oh, where's this place at? I'm like, you need to go there mainly for their fucking burgers because they have this one burger. They have a burger called the $1 Million Burger that's really fucking good. But they had this other burger we had one day we were out drinking, and I had to explain to the guy how great the burgers are. But the Sweetness, her favorite beer was this peanut butter beer. I don't know where it's from, but there was a chocolate, like a smoked chocolate, the one that your guys recommended to
Yeah,
me.
that thing was a shit.
That shit was hella fucking good. I can't remember what it was
Chocolate
from.
and peanut butter or different beer?
No, this is
Yeah.
different. This was like it was like a smoked chocolate with coffee notes and stuff like that. It was really fucking good.
Yeah, it shit was potent too. It was a really great beer.
Yeah, what was your favorite?
It was that one, but I can't remember the fucking name of the
Yeah.
beer or where it was from. So I wasn't checking in all my beers.
Yeah, and I checked in. Actually, I think I did. I checked in that one beer. Let's see if I have it.
Oh really? Well, I didn't check in that one, but other than the opening gala, I've been checking in all my beers and I've taken pictures and shit too on Instagram like an asshole. So I feel like an asshole when I'm at a bar and I'm like setting up a shot for a fucking beer.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Hey man,
So-
the pictures look great though. I can tell you that.
Yeah, well, I've been trying to like edit them and shit. You know what I mean? So they look better. But yeah, I've had some really good beers this week. But yeah, back to the opening gala though. It was great. It was in a different venue this year. It was in Pier 35.
Still along the Embarcadero-ish?
No, it was like near Pier 39.
Oh, okay.
Like what, 3 or 4 piers down? 3
Nice.
piers down. So
Yeah.
huge. It was huge.
Nice.
And what was kind of cool about it too is that last year they had the Plight of the Younger station kind of toward the front of the building, but this time it was kind of way in the back, and they had the line go out because everybody wants this fucking beer. So the line actually went outside, which was kind of cool. So there wasn't like a giant fucking like line within the place. But yeah, it was really nice. And the way they had it set up too is that like it was broken down to like what region of California the beer was from. So there was like the North Bay, the South Bay, the Peninsula. There was some from like up north Napa, like Napa area. So it was really cool how they had it all situated.
Nice.
Yeah. Like I said, there's cool people there. The setup was great. They had food as well, so it was great. But you had to pay for the food, which is like Yo, I already paid like a bunch of money to get in this motherfucker. So
Yeah.
Did the VIP let you like go around some lines or?
Well, you just get in early, right?
Okay.
So you get in like an hour before the plebeians.
Yeah.
So,
Gotcha.
which for most people, like I would say 90% of the people that got the VIP tickets were just getting VIP for the younger. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it worked out and you get it right away.
What's also cool about the setup too is that since it's a larger event, they actually had like enough porta potties. Like there was never really a line for the porta potties, and usually for beer thingies, there's a fucking hugest line that forms. But like,
Well,
there's
people
barely
fucked
lines.
up though because there was porta potties in the front, but then there was like actual bathrooms in like kind of the middle.
Oh wow!
And people wait in line for the bathroom in the middle. I'm like, bro, there's like porta potties like right there.
Yeah.
Like, you take a walk for like 50 yards and you're good.
They had a bunch of them. But what's also kind of cool about it too, like the lines because usually, so after the first hour's over, once the VIP part is over, like it's really packed because the commoners come in there. But the lines after that actually weren't that bad. Like they were still pretty short, which is kind of cool.
Because most folks are waiting on the younger.
Yeah.
So.
And y'all got your pretzel necklaces on and.
Yeah, but I fucked up this year with my pretzel necklace. So usually, like as I'm drinking, I'll like eat my pretzel necklace. But I was drinking so much and having so much fun, I fucking forgot I had my pretzel necklace on, so I never ate any of it. So I got shit-faced drunk. It was like it's been a long time since I've been to a beer fest where I ended up puking. But yeah, I ended up puking and Cronus was walking me to the bathroom, and I kind of wasn't gonna make it.
He didn't.
So
make it.
I went out because it's on a pier. So we go out the door, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna fucking puke on the ground. I'm gonna see if I could project vomit into the bay. So
and he did. There was a fence.
Made it.
He puked beyond the fence into the bay.
God damn.
Yeah.
Wait, you weren't eating at all? Like not the necklace?
No, I had like maybe one or two, but like I didn't eat. Like I actually have to throw the necklace away because I kind of puked on it just a little bit.
Oh,
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
so
It was all bad. Yeah, he was puking, and it was funny because people were asking if he was okay, and then there was like this female police officer that walked up, and I was like, "Fuck, we're fucked."
Yeah.
Thanks, Blue. Now we're in jail.
Wait. Black Patrol?
Oh, no. But she was cool. She was like, "Is he all right?" I was like, "Yeah, he'll be all right. Don't worry about it." And she was like, "Okay." And she's like, "He's feeding the fish." I was
Yeah.
like, cool. I was like,
I'm getting back to the
don't
bay.
worry.
I mean, the cops got to know that some people are going to puke at SF Beer Week.
Yeah. They're not. I mean, if you're paying money to get into a beer fest, you're probably not gonna be that belligerent.
Yeah.
So
And you ain't driving or something.
yeah. So I mean, it was cool.
And it was kind of toward the end, so I had so much fucking beer. I think this is the most beer I've ever had at a gala before, just because there was barely any lines.
This was like the least amount of. I actually didn't drink. I mean, I drank, but I didn't have that much.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of amazing.
You were like tasting it, or you just?
No, I was drinking, but it's like I had the Osmo on me. I need to get the fucking like holster thing, so I can just like put it on and then just have two hands. Because when I had like one hand, it was just like fuck.
Well, it sounds like you ate too.
Yeah, I ate. I mean, I had like the pretzels and I had like some actual food too. So
Always helps.
yeah, I still had fun. Well, I told you this year because last year I fucked up where I didn't build up to drinking again. But this year I built up to drinking, and my body does not hate me this year.
There you go. So that was like the gala.
That was just a gala.
Yeah. What were the other highlights of like events and places?
Well, I think I'm the only person. Actually, no. Me and Old Ninja went out was yesterday, right? Okay. But on Monday, I went out as well. So I take the week off every year. It's the 5th year in a row, I think, where I take the whole week off to drink. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. I went out to the first day I went to Magnolia in San Francisco, which is near Triple I Design. And every fucking year I forget that Triple I Design is closed on Monday. Every goddamn year. Every year. I'm just like, why the fuck aren't you open on Monday? But I keep forgetting that they're in the dog patch, and there's fucking nothing in dog patch until you know what's until?
No,
It's a Warrior Stadium.
Oh yeah.
They're building it right now.
Coming. Yeah, that is coming.
Yeah, and that's in the dog patch. So I'm like, yo, because literally when I order Uber Black, there's nobody near fucking the dog patch. And I'm just like, yo, you guys know next year you're going to have a lot of business here.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I had an Uber driver yesterday, Uber Black driver, and I ended up getting the same guy today because he actually lives in the dog patch.
Oh, okay.
And
Nice.
like literally right when he started his shift, he's like, oh, I know this guy, and he fucking picked me up. So
That's
yeah,
cool.
it was really
That's
cool.
That dude was cool.
Yeah, I love Uber Black. It's like the best thing ever. But anyway, yeah. So the first day I was there, I went to Magnolia, then I went to Monk's Kettle for beer and cookie pairings, which is great.
Holy shit.
And then, actually, was it the same day?
You were with him for this?
No,
for this,
it wasn't there for that. I think it was also. If you weren't there for that, then yeah. So on Monday I went to Berkeley first, And I went to Triple Rock Brewery because they had like a special release for a thing called Her Majesty's Crush, and it was like this super strong ale.
Okay.
So it was like one was 11%, the other one was 12%.
Nice.
And they were barrel aged beers.
Is this downtown Berkeley?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was this part of the your punch card?
No, it wasn't part of the punch card. Is only for 21st Amendment and Magnolia.
Oh, okay.
For their strong beers. But yeah, this was something totally different. It was just like a special release for SF Beer Week. They were great beers, and I had like some nachos. So I ordered nachos, and I got them. I was like, they were like way too big. I was just like, I felt bad for like, I can't eat all this fucking shit, dude. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
So I ended up going, I left out the nachos and went back to the city. But yeah, and then the next day, that's when I went up with Old Ninja. So, actually,
It sounds like the same day because you were talking about nachos that day. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
So
it was the same day.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
They've been drinking, y'all.
Yeah, well, he's been drinking.
Yeah, but we met up at
4505
Yeah.
Burgers. What's this? Burgers and something. They
Burgers
have
and barbecue.
yeah, because they have really good barbecue and they have a giant trailer hooked up to the place. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they have like a. So if the podcast is going to move this year, and so depending on whether or not I get a 3 or 4 bedroom house, this studio might be in a fucking shipping container.
It's awesome.
So, and that's what 4505 has. They have a shipping container that's converted into a dining room.
Okay.
So it's pretty dope.
Oh, yeah, I've
You've been there, right?
Yeah, we've all. I think we all been there except for Stitch.
Not last year, but the year before.
Just 2 years ago, yeah. It was pretty cool because they have really good barbecue and they have like this craft like root beer as well. But they had like a bunch of craft beers as well. And it was pretty interesting. And it wasn't raining, so it worked out.
Yeah, but it was kind of cold. Actually, this whole week has been fucking cold.
Yeah, it's been cool. Well, it's still been pretty nice, but I mean, it does drop pretty quick when it gets like around 4:30, 5 o'clock. Temperature drops like a fucking anvil. It's weird.
To make your balls.
Yeah, it's weird because like during the day around 12 or noon, people are outside like running, walking their dogs. Some people are sweating, and then like around 4:30, 5 o'clock, sun's still out, my dude. Even though it's not Thursday.
TT?
But
So we went from 4505 back to Magnolia, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that was like my last stop for the day because it was like 3 stops. But that's where I ordered my new jacket.
Yes.
So it's just like in the background, but yeah.
And that's why I had this weird Brazilian lime drink. I didn't even know the liquor that it was used.
Caipirinha.
Yeah, they had. It smells like a limeish vodka, but I don't know what the liqueur was. But it was good. We had the. It was made with brown sugar, the liqueur, some lime juice. Yeah, but it was good.
I've actually had that before. They have it at Brazilian restaurants, I believe.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
The funny thing was is that you were looking for a beer. I'm sorry.
I was looking for a
rum.
Scotch whiskey.
Oban, right?
I was looking for Oban.
But he got like low.
Yeah, it said Lobon.
Yeah. And he poured it, and then like, Ninja was looking at it, and I was like, "Is that the right thing?" And I was like, "That looks like." And he was like, "No." So
You about to get drunk? Yeah, I was like, it's not clear, bro.
Yeah, well, the guy poured it, and then Ninja was like, "I don't know if that's it." And I was like, "Yeah, it looks like a Brazilian thing." And then like another guy was like, "Yeah, that's for like a Brazilian drink." I was like, "Do you know how to make a caipirinha?" And the guy was like, "No." But then he looked it up, and he was just like, "I can make it."
He literally went and got brown sugar. And
he had to get brown sugar from the fucking
from the kitchen.
Yeah,
it was awesome. But shout out to them because they made it was a good drink. It was a little limey, but it had nice flavor to it, full tone. It was good.
The guy looked like Joe from Pre-Recorded Live. Like,
he did.
Oh, shit.
He
Okay.
literally did.
And he was
Same
there again
height.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's there again today. That's awesome.
Yeah. That's good shit.
That place has good. Oh yeah, we ordered some jerk wings on happy hours. Really nice. There's some nice barbecue. It's really good.
Cool ass place.
So
And then
I didn't try the Thunder Pussy though. That was the thing.
I was just going to ask about the Thunder Pussy.
I didn't get a chance
it was
to.
great this year, man. So,
Yeah?
it's always good. So it's my
Alright.
favorite barley wine.
Nice.
So, yeah.
But did they pair it with the whiskey again this
They
time?
didn't do it this year. I actually asked him about it. I was like, I actually talked to one of the brewers, and I was like, "Bro, why didn't you guys do like the whole beer and like whiskey pairing?" He's like, "Oh, we got to do it again." I was like, "Yeah, do it again." Don't get me wrong, it fucked me up, but yeah, it was great.
But it was a great way to fucking start the day, though.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
we went there. It was lunchtime. We went there, but still, like
It was the beginning of the day.
beginning of the day, and it's like we done fucked up. But
Yeah.
we definitely hold that liquor that day.
Yeah, we survived.
Yeah.
We survived. So yeah,
We also got the portable equipment that week too.
The what?
The portable setup. The Zoom. Remember we were in the
Yes,
Uber
we
Black.
did.
We had them take us to Guitar Center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still got it, so we use all the time. That's what if you listen to
Better than MJ and Kobe.
Better than MJ and Kobe, yeah, that's what they use. So yeah, and then today I went. Today was kind of short because I was looking for fucking parking for BART for like half an hour, 45 minutes. Now I literally went to fucking Bayfair, Zero parking. I went to both parking lots, nothing.
What's so funny about this is we're about maybe half a mile away from the San Leandro BART right now.
Yeah. But I had to drive to San Leandro BART.
Yeah.
Because Bayfair BART is actually closer.
I'm sorry, Bayfair BART. Yeah,
So Bayfair BART, I could walk there.
Yeah.
But I decided not to. And then I went to San Leandro BART. No fucking parking either. I had to go. They built a new parking structure that's like $7 to park in a day.
Yep.
So I was just like, fuck it. I just parked in there. I was like, I'm good, man.
There you go.
But yeah, so from there I went to 21st Amendment, and I had a beer called it was like a strawberry jam, and it tasted like fucking strawberry jam.
Holy
fuck. It was great. Yeah, it was like this Imperial Cream Ale. It was like 8% alcohol. It was awesome.
And you're not somebody who usually likes sweet beers.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, it was funny. Speaking on that,
I do.
Because when we were at Magnolia, I was talking to Cronus about what kind of beers, because he was like, I was like, do they have sours here? He's like, you're a sours guy? I'm all, kind of. I mean, I'm not really into bitter beer, but he was like, give me the side eye. It was
Not
Yeah,
You know,
I
it's
can't stand fucking sour beer.
It came up again today, though. It's like, so I was talking to that same guy that we're talking. The guy looks like Joe.
Oh, yeah.
So I was talking to him. He's like, you got to try this sour out. And he's like, so I tried the sour. I was like, and I tasted it. And I was like, you know what? I figured out what problem was with sour beers.
What's that?
If you do not call it beer, I will probably not have a problem with it. But once you call it beer, I'm expecting a fucking beer taste. If they said, look, this is a sour like cider,
Yep.
I'd have been like, all right, I can probably handle it. So now I'm gonna change my mind on all sour beers from now on. I'm just gonna think of it as a beverage instead of a beer.
So it's not the taste that you have a problem with.
Probably not. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, during the opening gala,
like a beer snob.
K-Mac and Lilo, they came over. It's like the strawberry sour beer or something, and it was actually pretty good. It wasn't very sour, which is understanding. It wasn't very sour. That's probably why I liked it. But it was funny because K-Mac was saying like, "Oh, I think I'm into sour beers now." And when she said that, I gave her the side. I was like, "What?"
Well, I know she likes lambics, so
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh shit. Hold on. Somebody else talk.
Y'all tangled up.
So I guess that was.
I was gonna say, what was the absolute favorite either beer or location that you were surprised by this year specifically?
Well, it'd have to be a new location, right? So I went to Monk's Kettle this year.
Okay.
And that was a really solid location. It's a very small, like little bar.
In SF?
In SF, yeah. But they had it was a beer and cookie pairing, and the beer and cookie pairings were on point. Because it was funny, because when the guy asked me because usually it was a solid beer and cookie pairing.
Yeah.
But they said because some people don't like sours, he substituted with something else. I forget what fucking beer it was, but it was fantastic.
Nice.
So it was a brown sugar cookie and then like a double chocolate chip cookie.
The other thing that's funny is you don't usually like a whole lot of sweets either.
No, I don't. Yeah. But yeah, they were great. I mean, it's good to kind of go off the rails for a week.
Yeah.
And it's been, what's been the greatest is that I haven't gained any weight.
Good.
So I've been all right, because I've been I was waiting for my body to basically shut down and then get fat, but I've been okay. I think I'll survive SF beer, because last year it was a fucking disaster. Fucking total disaster.
God,
Wait, since we're talking about beer, what's the shit with Stone Brewery?
Yeah, so Stone Brewery is actually suing Miller and Coors.
What?
Yeah, so y'all know a beer called Keystone?
Of course.
If you ever went to college or were poor at any point, you would know what Keystone is. So apparently Keystone, they're knocking off the key part of it, and they're just calling it Stone.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
And they have this whole fucking marketing program about it being called Stone. Kick them in the stones, all this bullshit.
God damn it.
And Stone is one of the very few craft breweries that are just we will never get bought. They don't give a shit. They're not getting bought.
Yeah.
So they're suing them because of the name.
Good.
Yeah.
It's got to be copywritten by them.
Yeah. I think
come
it's
on.
good, because there's even Lagunitas got bought by the same company. So, or maybe not the same company. I think they got bought by
I think the German
Budweiser.
company, right?
No, I think it was Budweiser, or maybe it was Heineken. But Heineken's owned by Budweiser, I'm pretty sure.
There was Heineken that bought them out, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So it's been a huge problem with a lot of craft brewers. They get bought out by these big companies, and Stone has been no. And then I think that it's deliberate. I'm pretty sure it's deliberate that they called it Stone.
Yeah, that's fucked
to
up.
take that market share, and they were just we're gonna fucking sue them to get our name rights back.
Did Keystone plan to do this, or have they already?
They've already done it.
Okay, so it's in stores right now.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
That's why they sued them, because it's
damn.
bro, if I asked somebody to give me a Stone beer and they brought me fucking Keystone, I would be so fucking angry. You might get stabbed in the fucking face. I'm serious. I'd be so angry.
Yeah, Keystone does taste like shit.
Yeah.
I remember that. But when you're so poor that that's all you can afford to drink, then you know you get fucked up on it.
Yeah, I mean I've been there. I used to love MGD, but then I grew up. So
Yeah.
I was a Cisco kid, so.
Oh, yeah?
Drinking Mad Dogs? What the fuck?
So Lagunitas is owned by Heineken.
It's Heineken, but
Yeah.
Heineken got bought too, right?
No, Heineken bought Budweiser a couple years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They're part of it's called ABV, right, or AB something?
Let me see. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's like AB something. I thought. Okay.
But I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't tell off of here right now.
Yeah, but they're like a huge conglomerate, which just like, you know, it sucks. I mean, they still make good beer. I mean, I'm drinking Lagunitas right now. I'm drinking the Undercover Investigation Shutdown.
There you go.
Which, you want to hear some beer history real quick?
Yeah, do it.
This is two stories, all right, by Lagunitas. And this is why I wish they would have stayed private. So, back in the day, Lagunitas, if you went to like their actual spot, which I haven't been to yet, I want to go to.
I've been there. It's fucking nice.
Is it nice?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's nice.
So if you go there, a long time ago, you could smoke pot there before it was like
Oh, wow.
recreationally legal. So it was just a thing. You could just go in their fucking beer garden, smoke pot, drink some beer.
Nice.
They had a police officer that went down there undercover, and he kept trying to buy cannabis from people. Eventually, somebody sold it. Because usually, if you have weed and somebody asks for weed, you just give it to them.
Yeah.
But eventually somebody like sold it to him.
Okay.
And so once they sold it to him, they shut down Lagunitas. And so they have a beer because of that. It's called Undercover Shutdown.
Okay.
And they also, because of the same thing, used to have a beer called Chronic. And so they had to change the name to Censored.
Yeah.
Right, because they can't have Chronic on there. But
Yeah.
if you look every year, the actual censor on there gets smaller and smaller on the label, and now you can see the Chronic in the background instead
Nice.
of Censored. So yeah, Lagunitas is pretty dope. I hope they buy themselves back just for personal reasons.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's awesome.
The funny story about the Chronic too being censored, because when I went to their actual brewery up in Petaluma, the guy had broke down to why that happened. He said it was because when they used to be just based here in California, like they would only ship what's inside of California, but when they went to try to ship to like different states, like they had to go through like like some kind of customs.
Yeah, state regulation.
Yeah, state regulation basically. Yeah, and like they were gonna approve the beer to go through because the person didn't know what, because it was Chronic, but it was spelled with a K. So he was gonna let it go through, but apparently somebody realized like, oh hey, you know, that's a fucking slang word for weed, and so that's why they weren't gonna let it go through. But for them to get around to it, they just took a censor label and stuck it on all, instead of like reprinting out new labels.
Yep.
They got stickers and stuck it on all their beers. But what's also funny about it too is that like the tour guy, I said this on the podcast before, but the tour guy was like, yeah, it's stupid that the Chronic didn't get through, but like we have Bud, which is also like a term for weed. Fucking was it Miller, or not Miller Life?
High Life.
High Life, yeah, there's that. So it's like all these other beer companies are out there getting away with it, but they got fucking censored for it. But yeah, it's fucking funny.
You know what's even crazier now? First year I've experienced this. There are beers that taste like cannabis now.
Yeah, there you go.
Not just one.
Okay.
Right? So I
Yeah.
was at SF Beer Week and there was a beer that tasted just like cannabis.
There's a saison.
Is
Yeah.
that a good thing though? Like in terms of the taste?
I fucking enjoyed it, to be
Okay.
honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of, it adds to like, because hops have a little bit like of a weed taste to it, so it adds a little bit of the flavor of that to it, but there's no THC in it, so you don't get fucking high from it. You just have like the
that'd be
sensation.
awful if you,
Yeah.
if you got
Yeah.
high and drunk this. Don't do that.
Not a good look.
But
No.
Magnolia, they have a beer. It's called Diesel and something, but it's based off like a sour diesel. Like,
Okay.
they actually use sour diesel in the beer.
Whoa.
No THC as well, but it smells dank as fuck. I was just like, whoa, dude. Like literally one of the brewers, because I was talking to like the actual bartender.
Yeah.
And then one of the brewers came up and we were like bullshitting. And he's like, yeah, just try this one. It's, you know, it fucking tastes like sour diesel.
Yeah.
And it was just like, yeah, just buy it. It's like $2. It's like a taster. And he's like, you know what? I'll just fucking give it to you.
Nice.
So he just fucking poured it real quick, gave it to me. I was like, smelled it. I was like, dude, what the fuck? It smelled just like weed. I was like, damn, man.
That's fucking crazy.
That's kind of cool. Hopefully you'll see even more of that, you know.
But, you know, also
That's in
give a shout out
California
to Bob at Alpha Acid, because he actually remembered us from like,
yeah.
because he said that they may or may not, but most likely they are gonna bring back the Blacker Than Black blacker than the Blackest Black beer that they have there.
Yeah.
So hopefully that happens and we can go there and try it out and maybe have a quick interview with him again.
I told him I would do a podcast there if he brought it back. You know, I was like,
that was the other thing. So a couple of weeks ago, Stitch and I, we met up and went up to Oakland, and we went to this place called Mad Oak, and we were talking to the bar manager there, and we were telling him that we have a podcast and everything. He's like, "Oh shit, that's fucking dope. You should definitely come here and do your podcast at our fucking brewer or at our bar." I was like,
"Wait, what are you talking about?"
This bar in Oakland called Mad Oak that Stitch and I went to, and this place was like fucking Baskin Robbins for beer. Like they had like at least like 40 different flavors of beer on tap. That was fucking great. But this guy was super cool, and I think his name was Mike, but I don't remember his name. But yeah, we definitely got to try to see if we can do that because that'd be cool for a drunk cast.
Hell the fuck yes. Let's switch it up a little bit. Did everybody finish up the Cloverfield Paradox?
Yes.
I did not because I still need to watch the last one. If can we delay this for 1 week and I guarantee I will watch it this week.
All right.
You haven't seen the last Cloverfield movie?
No.
He said the 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah. Oh, you don't need to see that. I didn't see that either.
Yeah,
I didn't see it either.
It's garbage to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's okay, but it's not. It's like what the fuck? Like come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I'd
can
say just
literally
jump in
watch
on this.
Yeah, just watch this. You can skip 10 Cloverfield
Okay, well,
Lane.
I'll watch it.
All right.
Either way. Let's get into, I guess, the other Netflix show,
Yeah.
Altered Carbon, because I was talking about it for a minute and nobody watched it, and now people did.
Yeah.
You haven't watched it yet, though, right?
I
okay.
tried to
What
watch
happened?
it, man. I couldn't get into even the fucking pilot. I like the first scene with the gangster and the girl kind of shooting out, you know.
Yeah.
But it didn't catch me like right off the bat. I only got about 20-30 minutes in, and I fucking stopped. It didn't wow me enough. It felt like something on Sci-Fi Channel, which is not a bad thing per se, but it just didn't seem high quality.
So that's hella funny. Your predicament, there's an actual article by Nerdist about why you should stick with it, and they explain how people have frustration with the pilot. But if you stick with it, it becomes exponentially better.
But I'll give you an example why you should watch it again. You like titties, right?
Some of the best titties on
Every episode after the fucking pilot, there's titties and ass all over that goddamn show.
Wait.
Titties and
No,
ass?
there's
Well,
my favorite, the landing strip, is all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
There's this one chick. So like Cronus last week talked about how you don't your body is considered a sleeve and you can transfer bodies and stuff like that. And when the rich people, like the wife of the rich guy, she had her body modified where her fucking whenever she's aroused, her fucking saliva is what she say?
It secretes a pheromone.
Yeah, it secretes a pheromone.
It's a drug, actually.
Yeah, it's like a drug, but it also comes from her vagina too. So
Yeah. Wow.
And dude, it's fucking insane.
So when you're fucking her, you feel what it's like to fuck her, and you're high, and you feel like what it's like to get fucked by fucking her.
Yeah.
That's a good concept. Okay. I like that.
So I mean, when you really break it down, this is a PI show.
Yeah.
It's really a private dick thing. If you've seen Devil in the Blue Dress, right?
Yeah.
It has, if you've read the book or seen Devil in the Blue Dress, this is literally that in sci-fi with some sci-fi tropes added to it. You know, you have the mystery, you have the private dick who's super fucking agnostic to everything or whatever, or just benevolent or whatever. And actually, no. He's just indifferent to everything.
So you guys have finished it off.
Yes.
I got 3 more episodes to watch.
I have finished it.
But as far where I'm at right now, I'm loving the show. It's a great show, especially on the sci-fi tip.
Yeah, it took me 2 episodes to really get in, because in the first episode there's a lot of shit thrown at you, and you can miss a few things, and it didn't quite wow me as well. But when I stuck with the second episode, it started to
better.
focus.
Yeah, it comes together.
It comes together really well. Actually, it becomes they give you all these chess pieces. It's like a puzzle, right? They just drop this puzzle on you, and then later on the pieces start coming together each episode.
So you know what's crazy? You guys realize that it's based in the Bay Area, right? It's in San Francisco.
Yeah, it's based in San. Yeah,
I got that because I think they were on Alcatraz right on the pilot.
Yeah, Kamek didn't realize that.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah,
watching it.
there's
They go
a
to
scene
Oakland, too.
Yeah, there's a scene where they go over to I actually forgot. Later on they mentioned Oakland, but there's a scene where they're flying the jet car and it's they're going over the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, but it has like there's houses.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the Golden Gate Bridge is a shanty town.
Yeah.
It's like Ready Player One shanty town. So it's pretty interesting. And like they talk about, I guess they do show other worlds. But
Well, they talk about it, but well, as far as I'm at, they don't really show
They
it.
barely show it.
But I
Yeah.
mean, there are other worlds. They do talk about it a lot. They talk about all these worlds in the system, but they mainly focus in the Bay.
Like they talk about like being able to like teleport your conscious to like off. They call it going off world, but like they never really explain like how it all works. Like there's this one guy who
the needle. It's called needle casting. That's whenever you hear needle cast, that's how they do it.
But how does that like? They never explain like how it kind of works.
They
like,
just upload you.
They upload you to different.
They say they upload you to the quote unquote cloud, which is a satellite, and then they back you up, and then they beam it back into like you can have it beam down into a clone or into a stack. So, and it's like weird because they bring in cloning, they bring in, they talk about morality.
Well, you're not supposed to clone yourself.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
Well, if you have enough money, you can clone yourself.
well, you can pay to be cloned, but you can't do it yourself.
Sorry, you can clone, but you can't have two of yourself.
Yes, you
That's a
cannot.
big
Yeah,
deal.
yeah, you can clone yourself, but you're only allowed to have
You're not
one
supposed to.
one body of yourself out. So they call it double stacking.
One off.
You can't double stack.
or multi-sleeving.
Yeah, multi-sleeve or double stack. You can't do that. So it's cool because it's about class, it's about technology. It has this private dick thing, and then like they bring back the whole Fear of the Yellow Man. They have the Asian dude who's the original Skin, who's Sonny from Into the Badlands.
Come on, pause real quick. I feel like a racist motherfucker because I was watching like the first 2 episodes, and when I saw like the Asian guy, and I was like, it seems like it's a different dude. I was like, it's just me, or what the fuck?
No.
And then I realized that it is 2 different dudes.
Yeah, they are 2 different
I
Skins.
like it fucked me up because I was like, do they all look the same, or what the fuck is going on? I was like, because
You're talking about the Invisible Man, right?
No.
Man.
Okay.
The main character, Takeshi Kovacs, he is 2 different Asian actors, and he's a white dude.
Yeah.
So that fucked me up because like they kept showing because like when you first see him, he's a certain Asian guy, but then they do other flashbacks and it's a different Asian
Asian
guy.
dude.
And I was just like, what the fuck is going on here?
each Asian dude is a different like time period.
Yeah.
So when he's quote unquote Sonny, he's in like his original like sleeve, I guess. And then when they show him later on, he's in his battle sleeve or whatever. Not
Okay.
See that?
after
Yeah,
he's trained.
that part fucked me up. I kind of was confused about that.
It does, but they clear like you are almost to the point where they show the complete backstory. You're really close to that.
Well, I'm at the point where he meets the group of people, him and his sister.
yeah, okay,
that's as far as
that's
I'm
the
at.
part.
Let me hook Prodigy right now. There's a scene in this show. This is gonna make you watch the show more, all right?
Oh, here we go.
Scene in the show. Dude's in a whorehouse. All right, I'm not gonna say who in the show.
Yeah.
And is in a high class whorehouse. And this chick goes, so how do you want to do this? Do you want to fuck or do you want to hurt me? You can hurt me however you want. I don't give a shit. He's like, do you want to cut me? You can cut me open and then fuck my holes.
Yeah.
Cut open.
Oh, wait. She says you can make however many holes you want.
Yeah. She's like, you want me to scream or do you not want me to scream?
Are weapons in the room?
Oh, yeah.
There's a bolt gun that's like to kill fucking cows, and she hands him the knife. She's like, go ahead and do it.
All right, you are speaking my language. You are speaking my language.
Yeah.
It's all fucked up.
And they talk about snuff films and shit. It's fucking crazy. Yeah.
But then there's a mind fuck about that too, but I'm not going to give it away.
yeah.
So if there's torture porn, then,
Definitely torture porn.
There's
torture porn.
And they actually, it's not only that they talk about it, they actually show it. So
oh,
it's
they
like-
show torture porn?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
dude, they show people fucking in this. Like
My dick can only get so erect, man.
one of the crazy story, the one I was talking about that had her body modified, where she secrete pheromones and stuff like that. Like she's talking to this one dude and talking about how like, oh, you want because when you're rich, you can have like backup copies of yourself. Like you have a bunch of different clones. She's like, oh, you want to fuck me? You can like have like 5 of me. We can have just an orgy.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
same
the
fucking
orgy
shit,
is
dude.
fucked.
She basically said, listen, if you drop the case right now, I will send you to a fucking island of me, and you can fuck all their whole purpose is for them to fuck to please you.
Yeah.
And then once you're done, you're free.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good
Yeah,
concept.
and they show it. They're like they show her multiples of her like kind of all over him. And She said, "You can have me, all of me."
And she's bad.
And oh yeah,
Oh,
she's
man,
bad.
she's the first pair of titties you see in the show.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're covered, but damn, you first set
You
of
didn't
titties
get to that
you see.
part?
No, I didn't get to that.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus, man. Yeah,
Oh,
you missed
yeah.
like the good shit.
Some of the good shit.
Yeah, she has a good set of tits.
Yeah,
man.
it's like you can have an orgy with the chick that you want, and she's everywhere, and then she also has the pheromone shit going on. So it's like you have an orgy with the same chick. It's like weird, but it's awesome at the same time.
Some other cool topics they talk about on the show too. This on top of like with the sleeves and stuff like that. There's also VR in this world, and like you can boot like. There's
VR.
There's a few people who
AR.
die, and so they bring up their consciousness into the VR world, and just that whole world itself is kind of fucked up too, because like you can do some crazy shit in there. Like there's this one scene where somebody gets tortured, and it's like fuck.
It's all bad.
It's so bad because your consciousness is inside this virtual world. So in the virtual world, you're being killed, but then you're being brought back to life again, just to be killed again. But your fucking consciousness remembers this shit. It remembers like fucking being burned, being stabbed, having the fucking bullet shot in your head. But you keep being brought back to life, which is fucking ridiculous. So it's fucked up.
Yeah, I do appreciate the Edgar Allan Poe.
That's my favorite character.
Yeah,
my favorite character.
He's pretty awesome. I mean, there's a hotel called the Raven, and it's all based on Edgar Allan Poe lore. There's a little bit of Easter eggs from Edgar Allan Poe stories. He's pretty awesome. I mean, they cover a lot of stuff, especially like love. When they show like love kind of like should be in whatever form, because there's a point where there's a point where there's
I'm not gonna give the whole thing away, but you can get cross sleeves, where basically you get sleeved into a different gender.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So how would you deal with that? Like, say if Mishka died and she got brought back in a dude sleeve, like how would you handle that?
Like that's still good.
Probably no fucking right.
That was going to be my B then BTI question. Like, what if your significant other changes gender all of a sudden?
We kind of touched on that a little bit.
Bye.
Yeah, I mean, if there's the ability to put them in another body. There's one thing I kind of didn't get, because there's like one of the characters able to change their appearance, and I think there were sex dolls.
Oh no, there's a synth.
Oh, okay, so it was a sex doll. Okay, I thought I was like, did they download this?
It was
a sex doll. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because when he walks in, they look like dolls, and I was like, oh, this is sex dolls. And then like this one character downloads herself, and then she's like, I can be whatever you want. And instantly changes. So I was like, oh shit.
Well, it's the
I
same
caught some
thing.
Mystique shit.
Yeah. Well, there's a huge Easter egg about Max Headroom. Did you notice that?
I saw that. Oh, that part was fucking cool.
There was a couple things. I mean, Max Headroom's in it.
Yeah,
it was pretty awesome.
But where he works is like a Easter egg.
Oh, in the Fight Club fucking shit.
The Freedom.
Oh yeah,
the Battledrome.
Yeah,
Battledrome.
Yeah. It's literally the guy that plays Max Headroom is in the fucking show.
Oh yeah. I remember you mentioned that last week.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that guy was in one of my favorite shows. Is a show called Eureka, and he was on that show.
He was.
It wasn't until I like looked him up, like, oh shit, it's this dude. Holy shit.
Because it looked familiar to me too, and I was like, besides Max Headroom, because he acts a lot.
Yeah, he does a lot of acting.
So he's done a couple of iconic roles. So if you've seen the original A-Team, he's Murdoch.
Oh shit.
And if you're a Star Trek fan, he's Lieutenant Barclay, who crosses over almost all. Like he's in D Space Nine, Next Generation, and Voyager.
Oh shit.
As Lieutenant Barclay, he starts out in Next Generation, crosses over into the other stories. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a sci-fi fan, watch the show. Just don't watch
the pilot.
Here's another reason why you should watch the show. There's a fight scene. No, this is fuck part. It's great. So there's a fight scene, a shootout that happens. I'm not gonna tell you when it happens, but you can have different copies of yourself, right? But if your copy dies, a lot of people, they have like backups. So you what Odin was saying, like you can go back up to the cloud and you can be projected into another body. There's a fight scene where this chick, she's fighting another person, and like she dies, but her body, like she's fighting inside the clone thingy. So when that body dies, another body fucking comes out. Well, when your clone is first booted up, it's naked. So it's a bunch of scenes of the same fucking person coming out of the thing, getting killed, butt naked, landing strip, fucking full nude. It's
full nude.
Best fucking scene ever, dude.
It's funny because Blue, you should recognize that actress.
Oh, I know, I recognize her.
Yeah, because she's in some like big.
I don't want to say her name.
Well, I don't even know her name.
She's in Dollhouse. I know that.
She's in Dollhouse?
Yeah.
Because I used to love Dollhouse. I remember. Well, she's
Dollhouse.
So she's in
Agents of
Supergirl. She's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as Daisy Johnson's mom.
Mm-hmm.
She's in Supergirl as
Fight.
She's the Fight Club or Alien Fight Club runner.
Yeah.
And she's in one more I think she was on I think she might have been on Arrow at one point too. I can't remember.
Well, yeah, she was on Arrow because she played the same role.
Oh, okay, yes.
She was.
Yes, she did because she got kicked out.
Yeah.
She got kicked out of Central City. That's right, and then ended up somewhere else. That's right.
And shit, do we need to take a quick pause from our sponsors?
Maybe. I don't know. But maybe like write some shit down. You do on download, like so people wouldn't notice that we're obviously doing this right now.
We're doing it live though.
Yes.
And we have a bunch of sponsors, y'all.
Yeah, we got all fucking two. No, we can get more than that though. But yeah, this next portion of the podcast is going to be brought to you by Loot Crate. Loot Crate is basically Comic-Con in a box. It's an epic service which I've been getting for a long time now. If you watch the podcast, you will see a whole bunch of Loot Crate stuff on here. Like if you look where I'm pointing right now, if you're watching live, it's a scene from Westworld, which is great. Was it a tableau? Was this be considered a tableau? I mean, he's not dead yet, but it's kind of like a tableau.
Yeah,
it's a pretty cool scene. But if you also look in the background, you will see actual Loot Crate boxes up in my behind me, behind Blue and Old Ninja. It's pretty great. What they do basically is they're a mystery box service, and they will send to you random stuff like a really cool T-shirt. They'll send to you toys or things like the Westworld little tableau here, and other cool little knickknacks. I love it. If you're a hoarder, you will definitely love it. So, because you will just get a bunch of random stuff that you will keep forever because you're a hoarder. But yeah, great service. Even if you're not a hoarder, it's great to have like cool little toys. And just for me, the t-shirts alone are worth it. They also have different levels of service. Like if you don't have that much money or you just want the shirts, you can get what's called Lootwear. And Lootwear sends to you a t-shirt and some other kind of wearable like gloves or socks or something like that. They also have Loot Crate DX, which is if you're a baller, you can get that service, and they give to you bigger and better products in the box. Every month they have what's called the Mega Crate, which everybody that gets Loot Crate gets put into a drawing for the Mega Crate, where you get big box items like TVs, consoles, stuff like that. It's pretty dope. They also have theme crates like Halo, Fallout, Call of Duty World War II, Destiny, God of War, stuff like that.
Anime?
Yeah, anime, WWE. So, and loot pets. So if you have a pet, they also have, they send you random stuff for your pets. And I think you can actually choose what size your pet is so you can get appropriate products for your pet. So
yeah, that's important.
That is important. Yeah, that is what Stitch gets, who's out saving the city. But he loves it. He raves about it. So if you go to trylootcrate.com/BNBTI with the promo code of Bridge10, as in a bridge you're walking over in the number 10, you will save yourself 10% on any new subscription. Once again, that is trylootcrate.com/BTI with the promo code of Bridge10, as in a bridge you're walking over, and then number 10 to save yourself 10% on any new subscription. And now on with the show.
God damn.
Wait, did you guys see Wale's or Wale? What's his name? Wale. Yeah, Wale. So he had a cool fucking comment about the whole Philippine president thing.
What did he say?
He fucking said, shit's fucking funny. Shit, where is it? He said the Philippines have a pussy shooter while we have a pussy grabber. That shit is fucking great.
Wale doing it to him.
Damn.
All right, let's get into this one. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, man. Evo said nope.
What's that about?
Why? I haven't played it yet, so...
Yeah, so Evo, biggest fighting game tournament, obviously, a whole bunch of eyeballs, did not want this game, and I had to do a little bit of research on it. This game didn't do well. Capcom announced publicly, not just to their investors, that they expected it to sell about 2 million copies within the first month.
Okay.
And it was a multi-platform release on PC, Xbox, and PS4. It took 4 full months for it to just barely make it up to 1 million.
Ooh.
So that means it ate ass in terms of sales right off the bat.
Maybe I'm part of the problem because I'm actually a fighting game aficionado.
Yeah,
And I didn't buy it. And I love that series.
Well, it's a great series. It's a great franchise.
Well, they fucked up though.
But they fucked up in a lot of ways. It doesn't look like they
The roster wasn't that great.
And they keep adding people late.
Well, hold on. They definitely don't have.
And then there was nothing.
Yeah, they definitely don't have the roster. But here was the other kicker, and the reason why I know Capcom nor Marvel gives a shit about this title. Capcom has their own fighting tournament called the Pro Tour later on in 2018. Guess what ain't gonna be on there? Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, their own fucking game. Now, that just proves to me that based on not only the sales but also the reviews, which are fucking mixed. I think on the PC it got like a 66 on the Metacritic.
You can't play fighting games on a fucking PC.
But hold on, even the PS4 version and the Xbox version on Metacritic, they weren't above like a 71, 72%.
Oh.
It didn't do well from a review or sales standpoint. And then, like I said, Capcom isn't supporting it on its own.
Well, you know what's funny? So when I was looking to buy a new game, because my time at this point is fucking valuable, and I was like, either Monster Hunter or Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and I'm a huge Marvel vs. Capcom fan. I used to go to fucking tournaments for it. I'm very good at these games, and I ended up going with Monster Hunter, which for me was not even to me it's not a proven franchise, but I understand for other people it is. So
yeah, it's big in Japan, huge in Japan.
But I decided to pick that one up over Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So
yeah.
To give you a little comparison, Monster Hunter in 2 weeks sold 2 million copies.
Yeah, that's not surprising to me.
And I'm looking at
compared to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which has been around for how long?
Yeah.
I'm actually looking at some of the review scores for the game, and it's not too bad. I mean, like IGN gave it a 7.7, GameStop gave it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, but if you look at the overall Metacritic,
Metacritic
was like 69 PC, 72 for PS4.
Yeah.
So that's kind of mixed when you look at all the totality of it.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know what I mean? The other thing, I mean, just to go drill down a little bit into their fucking roster, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3 had way better fucking roster. I think Marvel vs. Capcom 2 had one of the best rosters I've ever seen for a fighting game, period.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear any of these bullshit ass excuses of, the rights and all that. Fox has owned the rights to fucking X-Men since the early 90s. And even when you take out the quote unquote X-Men, which certainly aren't in this fucking game, they're giving us like not even the versions of even Guardians that we necessarily want. You got Gamora and Rocket in there, no Groot, no Drax, which would have been fun.
And no Star-Lord?
No fucking Star-Lord.
Wow, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, these are Guardian, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you got, because I actually
wait, not even no Nebula?
No Nebula. The other big one for me on the Capcom side, there's no fucking Mega Man in this.
What?
Yeah. That's how fucking half-assed they did this game.
There's X and Zero in it.
There's no Ken.
There's X and Zero? What the fuck?
Yeah. There's no Ken.
No Ken.
There's no goddamn Akuma. There's no fucking Sagat. There's no M. Bison.
There's only Ryu and Chun-Li.
Yeah, that's it from a Street Fighter standpoint. And this franchise started with Street Fighter, X-Men versus Street Fighter. Remember? X-Men have always been in this game, this franchise.
Like, who wants to use... So, Ultron's on the list. Like, who wants to use fucking Ultron?
Nobody gives a shit about Ultron. You know what I mean?
I mean, Arthur's been in, I think, the last 2 or 3.
Yeah, so, I mean, they added Black Panther as DLC post-launch.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, we just got to call a fucking spade a spade.
Wait, dude,
Black Widow.
It's not because he's black?
Yeah, I am saying because he's black.
So Black Widow's in the game.
Yeah, this is the first time for her, I think.
So I just counted the head count of how many characters are in there. There's only 36.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be more, but that's all I'm seeing right now. Is 36.
At least at launch, it was pretty fucking slim.
Dude, but they have characters I don't see people like. Who wants to use Dormammu? Like, seriously?
Yeah.
Isn't that guy like a ghost or some shit?
Well, they got Ghost Rider in this. I mean, the roster is. It's a downgrade from 2 and 3. Like, they don't have Doctor Doom. They don't have Magneto. They don't have, obviously, Wolverine. I mean, there's a shit ton of fucking people. She-Hulk ain't in it.
The shit about this is that, like consoles can handle, like, multiple like, there's a lot of fucking data on the goddamn disc. Like, they could have had maybe even almost close to 100 characters on here. For them to just have 36
It's inadequate.
I think were they doing season passes or seasons where they add like new characters per season?
Don't matter. I mean, you can't wet the bed from a sales and review standpoint and roster. You know what I mean? And then
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 had 32 characters.
Yeah. I mean, they can do fucking better than this. The other one, look at the games that are going to be at fucking EVO. You got Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, Tekken 7, Guilty Gear, Injustice 2.
Damn, they still make Guilty Gear?
Yeah. You got the Wii U version of Super Smash Brothers is going to be at EVO.
Oh shit, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 actually had 36 characters.
Yeah, way better roster. Dragon Ball Fighters is going to be at EVO. That game just fucking came out.
Yeah.
It took its fucking lunch.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. And actually, this franchise was at the EVO launch and has never not been at EVO. You know what I mean? Oh, and then I've never even heard of this one, and maybe you fighting game fans have. I will admit that I'm not the hugest fighting game fan. Blaze Blue Cross. I didn't know this one.
Damn.
It's Japanese, but yeah.
Blade. They still make Blaze Blue?
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah. So that one's at EVO. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite games.
Yeah. So I had one Blaze Blue, and it was on the original Xbox. It's weird because it's like demons and angels fighting and shit.
Yeah.
You know
it's weird, but it's cool.
You know what I fucking love to see? Like, even if they scrap this, which it sounds like Capcom and Marvel didn't give enough of a shit to even like really promote it.
No, I think the problem. Just to be honest with you, the problem was that they were worried about selling the game as far as like the movies go. That's why they were pushing for the movies that sold the most.
Sure.
And that's the characters that went in there, but they kind of half-assed it.
Yeah, that's what I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
But I'm also seeing it not just on the Marvel side, but like I said, even on the Capcom side, not having Mega Man or more Street Fighter characters. That's
Shit,
just
they didn't even have Darkstalker characters.
Well, hold on. Both of those two franchises, one is the last game that they made. Like Darkstalkers.
Yeah, it's been a while.
10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, Mega Man.
I'm talking about. Mega Man they've had some. Like I think even last year, didn't they? Or a couple of years back, they had.
They brought him back.
Was good.
Yeah.
Well, he's still. I think he's an iconic Capcom character.
He's iconic, but not relevant.
He's like up there with Sonic
right now.
Then give me.
I agree.
Then give me more Street Fighter characters than 2.
Yeah,
but I mean, unacceptable.
You could still the same with Ghouls and Ghosts because they have Arthur on there. He's been in the last 2 or 3, but I mean, in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, they had you had Morgan. I think you had
Darkstalkers.
Who else? What's her counterpart?
Squad.
Yeah, it's Morgan and her counterpart.
Like a little
Lilith.
Sister. Yeah.
So.
I mean, there was just a shit ton more characters. You know what I'd fucking love to see? I would love to see the complete Marvel, like, superhero and villain, like, straight from Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3 versus fucking Overwatch characters. That would be fucking fun. Like, even though, obviously Overwatch has never been in, like, in a fighting game franchise, I like some of the... I think you can fucking do it with some of these characters.
Everybody end up using Doomfist.
Well, I mean, because in the Marvel vs. Capcom games, they have that one... I can't think of the character's name, but she rides around in a little mech, and she has like the little
Diva.
No, I'm talking about in Marvel vs. Capcom.
No, she's actually from.
But she's from
Mega Man.
Oh yeah, is she from Mega Man? Oh yeah.
She's from Mega Man.
She's from Mega Man, like Neo City or something.
I forget her fucking name, but yeah, she's hilarious.
Yeah, she rides that like green like mech suit.
And she has like little Lego characters that come out.
Yeah. I've seen people wreck with her too.
Oh fuck
yeah, because she can stun lock you.
That wouldn't wreck me. I'm just saying.
I would love to see this franchise get reborn and done the right way. That's all I'm saying. I think it's fun enough, and holy shit, if you're not even going to support it in your own goddamn fighting tournament, Capcom, that means you didn't fucking even like the product that you produce. So that's some crying Jordan meme bullshit on Capcom and Marvel for wetting the fucking bed on this.
Well, I've heard that Dragon Ball Fighter Z is actually really good, and they actually
I'm gonna buy that one.
They bring in some like new characters that aren't even in the anime. Like there's this one that's fucking blown up the web. It's Android 21.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I keep seeing a bunch of fucking hentai for her, but yeah, man. Holy shit.
What's funny to me is that game, like, people haven't even learned at a professional level how to really play it yet.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so fucking new. You know what I mean? They're still trying stuff out, so there's excitement and already a buzz, and I can't wait to see it at EVO. You know what I mean? And see what kind of ridiculous combos and fucking combinations you're gonna see on the fucking in those fucking fights, man. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Let's me and you talk about Fate Apocrypha.
Oh Yeah. Okay, so I'm early on. Like I'm only on the second or third episode.
Yeah.
Wait, what the hell is it?
Fate Apocrypha was on the Golden Eggplant Award nominations for Anime of the Year for 2017. It's part of the Fate series. You know, I've seen Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade. There's another one too, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, but I mean, the character that you're talking about, I'm pretty sure was in Fate Stay
Night,
or maybe Unlimited Blade Works. That's the
Okay,
one.
yeah.
This is on Netflix right now, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
it
actually
looks familiar.
Netflix exclusive, I believe.
What's the guy's name? Is like God damn it.
Shiro?
Shiro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shiro's his name.
And so he's already in Apocrypha?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's, duh. Okay, I get it. So far, so fucking good. I love the Holy Grail fucking...
I love the action. They have like some of the best animation for action ever.
Yes. Everything about this series fucking works, and they always bring new, fresh characters every fucking time. And there's 2 seasons for it now. There's
Yeah,
a second season
I'm
that
watching the
dropped.
second one right now.
So
Yeah.
wait, is it dubbed or subbed?
Subbed. I mean, maybe you can get it dubbed, but I only watch it subbed. So
I think you have the option on Netflix now.
you probably do.
Yeah, so you can watch it.
I'm a purist, I'm not an asshole like Prodigy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just saying.
But yeah, I'm loving that one quite a fucking bit. I'm early on, but so I'll continue to give my review as it evolves or whatever. I watch some more episodes probably this weekend.
It's better for me. It's better than Unlimited Blade Works.
Really, that one was fucking classic.
Yeah,
too.
and it was classic, man. But it's been really good because like the action is like pretty much every episode has like an epic fight scene.
Okay.
And they have a character in there. It was just like last time, like in the one that you watched.
Yeah.
King Arthur was a female.
Yes.
And so in this one they have a badass knight that is also female.
Yeah, Saber.
But this one, she does not want to be even referenced as a female.
Oh shit. Okay.
Damn.
So yeah, it's like if you call her a girl, she's fucking mad.
Well, and this one is.
She's like, how dare you assume
Well,
my
she'll
gender?
kill you.
This one has a different premise slightly. It seems it's more of a team on team battle.
Yeah,
Which is a fun change for the. At least I haven't seen it in any other Fate.
It's true, but I don't want to say it devolves, but it changes through the season. But
Okay.
yeah, in the beginning it's like team on team.
Yeah.
And they have some really cool characters. Like I thought Frankenstein's monster. Don't call that person Frankenstein. 'Cause I know this from even before watching the show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Frankenstein is not Frankenstein.
Yep.
Frankenstein is the fucking doctor. Frankenstein's monster is the thing everybody thinks about.
Yes, yes.
And she is a female in the show.
There you go.
In the show. There's also.
Wait, isn't Frankenstein's monster like? Isn't the wife? The wife is like Frankenstein, but she's a female, right?
Yeah.
With
so
the one with the white hair lines and shit.
yeah. So what happens in like Frankenstein's monster wants another person like him as like because
He wants to bone.
yeah. And so it's the same thing in this one, you know.
Oh, okay.
But there's also a few other characters. Like there's Dracula in this. There's other iconic historical characters from both Japanese. Well, it's mostly European culture.
Yep.
To be honest with you.
And they've done it in the past.
Yeah,
You know
which
what I
is
mean?
fine. I mean, this is what makes me laugh about whenever somebody talks about cultural appropriation, but then they just conveniently leave out like Japanese culture. Like Japanese culture has like a huge like obsession with Western culture,
Sure.
but at the same time, so does Western culture has a huge obsession with Japanese culture.
Yeah.
You know, so I
Hence
think,
Crunchyroll.
yeah, I think it's a cool give and take for me, and I don't think there's anything bad about it.
Wasn't there like an article that came out this week that said like Crunchyroll donates like a couple of $1 million to the anime franchise?
Yeah.
They've saved anime studios. They've saved anime projects. You know what I mean? Crunchyroll does a lot of good work for the entire industry.
Yes.
So, you know, and they're not paying me to say that, but I mean, they do great things. You
Even
know?
though we go to their expo for free, but
Yeah.
but they don't pay us for that shit.
No. But yeah, I can't wait to keep watching some more of it. Now,
I'm definitely gonna check it out.
have you guys checked out? This one came out last year and it missed my radar. Kakaguri, which is it's a gambling obsession
Definitely didn't watch
fucking
that,
anime.
yeah.
It's on Netflix. Some of the best girls I've ever fucking seen. It's just high school waifus galore with demon eyes, gambling, and selling each other into sex slavery with their fucking gambling wins.
Well, that sounds great.
Anyway, I'm only a couple episodes in, but holy fucking shit. I don't even know everybody's names, but it is fucking fantastic.
I mean,
so
I'm looking
far.
at some of the images, and it makes me think of Blood Sea for some weird reason.
Yeah, a little bit with
Yeah.
art.
Yeah.
With art. Yeah, so that one fucking works.
Well, there's this. Actually, never mind. I was gonna say there's this anime I've been watching on Amazon that's really fucking good. I'm only like I just started watching. It's like maybe 2 or 3 episodes in, but there's like this chick. She can like she has like
What's it called, bro?
I don't know. I can't think of the name right now. I gotta look it up. No, that's the reason why I was gonna bring it up. But this chick, like, she can summon stuff from underneath her skirt.
Oh.
But not like weapons and stuff like that. Like, she'll randomly pull like office supplies, like a stapler or a fucking pair of scissors.
I need a name, bro.
Let me look it up real quick. But like there's like a scene where she's attacked this dude and she pulls like a stapler out from underneath the skirt.
Magical vagina.
Yeah. Well, let me look up the image too, because even look at the image, it's like, what the hell? Like, where's all this shit coming from? Let me
Go
see if I can find it
gadget
real quick.
vagina.
Well, this is like what we were talking about a little while ago with Amazon Prime now having a whole bunch of anime that we've never seen before on other platforms. So it's good to check it out. So get that fucking name, goddammit.
I love anime, man. It's
you
like
go.
it's the best thing ever.
Yes.
It definitely is.
Yeah.
Almost. Beer's up there.
Let's stick with anime for just a little bit more. Sword Art Online. It's going to get, I guess, by Netflix, a live action adaptation. This time, the producer is. Oh, you got the name?
Yeah, so it's called Baki Kono Gatari.
God damn.
And like,
Say arigato like we said.
yeah, I had to like think about my Japanese when I was saying that.
No,
But like,
you don't. You've been to Japan, bitch.
I took Japanese, so I was trying to like actually read it out.
You've
but
been
like,
drinking.
as you can see in the fucking like images for it, like she had like a bunch of like office supplies falling outside of her
Hold on.
her skirt.
You better get.
Let me show the audience.
Yeah, pull that up on the goddamn web.
Leave it up on the
Shit.
screen and they see the name.
It is.
Oh, I can see it.
It's Bake Kono Garai. Because R's are L's in Japan.
Wow, that all makes sense now.
That's why they can't like.
Dude, how dare you do that?
Well, that was from what's the
know,
name?
I know.
This is story.
That's hilarious. Just like dumping out.
God damn. He wasn't lying. Show the audience. Let's see.
we'll show
Let's
the
let them
audience.
see.
Hold on. I'm trying to find a good picture.
On my anime
Yeah.
list.
Hold on.
Cute waifu. Purple hair. Got the skirt.
Why can't I view the fucking actual?
How do you, scissors coming out of your vagina seems fucking dangerous. You know what? I'm gonna call El Presidente.
Yeah.
Shoot them thoughts.
But it's so like I'm only like maybe 2 or 3 episodes in, and it's pretty good. I like it. Like
Comedy or action? Or
it's comedy, kind of action at the top. It's like fighting scenes and shit like that.
God damn. All right. Well, while Cronus is trying to pull up that
I'm
picture.
trying to pull up just the picture, and it's just like.
While he's doing that,
Talk about some Crunchyroll.
well, yeah, I was going to stick with
no, Netflix.
Sword Art Online on Netflix. They're trying to do a live action adaptation. We all know how typically these live action adaptations go.
Well, are
Live-action
they
adaptation
doing
of
it?
their own thing?
It's confirmed that they are doing it.
But no, are they going to purchase it from like another studio? Like for example, like Erase was Netflix exclusive, but it was actually filmed somewhere. It was made by another studio, but Netflix got the viewing rights to it.
I'm not sure about that level of specific details,
Okay.
but I do know Netflix has confirmed that they are doing it.
Oh fuck.
But the producer said we're not going to whitewash this one, and we're going to have Japanese actors playing Kirito and Asuni. What was it? Kronos. What was the girl on
shit.
Asuna or Suki?
I think it was Asuna, yeah.
Asuna. Yeah.
Sakura? No.
Yeah. So I mean, the leads obviously were.
Asuna, goddammit.
Yeah.
Asuna.
The leads in that series were definitely ethnically Japanese. There was no fucking doubt about it.
I mean, there's a point where they're like elves and shit like that, but then they become factored.
Well, but I mean, the real people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not in the virtual world where they got the wings and shit, but the real people are fucking Japanese. So the producer has come out and jumped out in front of it and said, I know you're going to ask me about this shit. They are definitely going to be Japanese in the live action.
So it's gonna be a movie or a series?
That's a good question. I thought it was going to be a movie, but
Okay.
yeah, but
Yeah, because you can't. There's so much shit that happens in that anime that
Sure.
it's hard for it to be a live action TV series.
sure.
But all I gotta say is like, after watching Erase, like, well, the thing with Erase on Netflix was that it's a drama, so it's not about like special effects, shit like that. You just gotta kind of stick with the story.
Yeah.
And it kind of matched up with the anime. But with this is like fucking. You're gonna need some special effects. And you gotta like stick to the story. Like, if they get this wrong, I mean, which more likely they are because fucking live action version of animes don't do very fucking well. But I'll give them a chance, especially since it's kind of Netflix. I mean, they fucked up on Death Note, which was a
Sure did.
shitty ass fucking movie.
That was a high budget fuck up too.
Ooh. Ooh, man, I can't believe people who fucking like that shit. It irritates me to my core why people still like that fucking movie. But yeah, I mean, I'll give him a chance, but I mean, I'm not looking highly for it because Sword Art Online is a really good fucking anime.
Kronos, I know you were hardcore into Sword Art Online. What do you think about live action with Japanese actors?
You got me into it.
I still have not seen a good live action anime show. I know there's some out there that people have mentioned all the time, but I just haven't seen them yet. I don't have high hopes. I love Sword Art Online. I'm obviously caught up to. I've watched SAO 1 and 2 when they went to ALO and then Gun Gale Online or whatever. Great series, but
you still gotta watch the movie, man.
Oh yeah, the Ordinal Scale, right?
Yeah,
I haven't watched Ordinal Scale yet, but yeah, for me, just leave it as animation. I don't understand the need to make them live action.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like the need to make all these do we need to make SpongeBob live action?
Nope.
Yeah,
But they kind of did.
yeah. Fuck. Bad example. I'm sorry.
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah,
well, they made that live action too.
God damn it, did they?
Yeah,
with,
I mean,
Brendan
shit,
Fraser.
Space Jam and
Oh fuck.
With
and he's in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And
I'm
shit.
just saying, can we stop it? I mean, just leave them the way they are. Just make a new movie. You know?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I don't need to see the same shit over again. I think, or just take the route of what was it called? The one with Eric Ulrich.
Full Metal.
Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist. They basically did the same series twice, but they made the second one better.
Yep.
Like just do that.
Brotherhood.
Yeah, Brotherhood. Yeah.
But there's a live action.
We don't talk about that shit. Yeah. But I heard
That's coming to Netflix.
I heard that one was actually good. Like,
Yeah.
in
Is it
Japan.
out already or is it coming soon?
Well, there was one that already came out in Japan, but I heard
Okay.
they're making a new one for Netflix.
Yeah, the one for Netflix is supposed to be soon, I think.
Yeah, I also heard that Rurouni Kenshin live action was pretty good too.
I heard that too. I haven't watched it yet.
I tried to watch it on my device thing that I used to watch it, but
Device.
it was on Cody.
He didn't want to say it.
No, so it's funny because Cody, you can have subtitles and stuff like that, but when it looks for the subtitles, it searches for just the name of the movie. Well, since it's all an animated series, it kept pulling the subtitles for the animated series.
yeah.
I was like, wait, there's a fight scene happening, but this person's talking about going to get fucking bagels or some shit. So that's why I knew it wasn't fucking right.
God damn. Let's switch it up a little bit, or actually stay with anime for one more quick second. The absolute triple exclamation mark gayest anime in the history of anime, Yuri on Ice, did actually get some shout outs in the Winter Olympics.
Oh, I'm sure. There's got to be somebody that does an actual routine at
did
ice
that.
skating
Yep.
to Yuri on Ice.
Yep, the Japanese
to.
figure skaters who go hard as fuck for the show came out to the routine of the fucking theme from Yuri on Ice, and I was like, holy fucking shit, you know?
You fucking watched it? Or,
I sure did.
Oh shit.
I mean, the Olympics was just on anyway, and I was like, holy shit, I know that fucking song. Oh, goddamn, that's Yuri on Ice.
Prodigy was like, I was just jacking off anyway.
Yeah.
Male figure skating came on.
You know, the lotion was out. You
They're not
know?
busted.
Oh man.
Wasn't it was it South Korea that they had a wardrobe malfunction? One of their ice skaters?
Yes,
Her
yes.
back
You
kind
could almost see a little bit of backside, but they caught it last second or whatever.
But apparently she was while she was skating, she was holding her top on the whole entire time,
Yeah.
and whenever she would have to bring it down, her partner would kind of help her kind of keep herself upright.
Is that North or South Korea?
No, I know North Korea isn't participating in the
Oh, okay.
Olympics.
I think you're right, but it's obviously taking place in South Korea. But it's cool to see something talked about from an anime series,
Yeah, that's
in
fucking cool.
real life. You know what I mean? At a international event. That was just fucking fun and shit. All right, where should we go next, guys?
I almost want to watch Yuri on Ice.
There you go.
No, you don't.
Triple exclamation mark. I watched every episode.
Not surprised.
Doomsday Clock impression so far.
Yeah, so far I picked up my third one, but I haven't read it quite yet, so I'm only on the second one.
So
this is DC's basically crossover event with all of the DC universe and the Watchmen. You know, and it's a special 12-part event. I think it's a 12-parter. I think it says that on there. So we're still kind of early on. I haven't picked up my comics from literally today, so there may be a new one. But it has the Watchmen characters that you love.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm sorry, I'm going through my comics right now to see if there was a new one out today. Metal came out today, or a different Metal.
Yeah, but you have a new, not to spoil anything, but a new Rorschach. Whatever.
Yes, I'm not going to spoil that either.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a new Rorschach Rorschach.
You know?
Rorschach.
You're seeing some of the classic,
no one out today.
iconic Watchmen characters that you've seen in both the movies and that trade paperback
And
or
they
whatever.
interface with like mainstream DC characters.
Yes.
Like Batman, Superman, shit like that.
Which we've known since Rebirth has like started that they were in that universe.
Because they started with the pin. So.
Yep.
Yeah, that part actually, when I was reading the Rebirth, the first trade, that when Batman finds the pen behind the picture, I'm like, oh shit, this is the comedian, the comedian's pen or whatever. Yeah. But then like I actually went back and researched, and like that's when I learned that that fucking the Watchmen is part of the DC universe.
Yep.
I thought for some reason I thought they were like Dark Horse or Image for some.
Because they were so dark.
Yeah, because they were really.
I thought they were under Valiant back in the day.
I think maybe. I don't know.
I actually own that copy. It's in my house. I don't know. It might be Vertigo.
Or Vertigo, yeah, that might be it. Yeah,
It's very possible.
I have the comic, but it's not up in my.
So I think DC owns Vertigo or something.
Yes.
It's like so I think they're trying to just do the little crossover with that.
So far, it's good. I'm liking it so far, but it's early. It feels like we're not even at the third mark. You know what I mean?
I like it too. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things they're doing right now that are. I mean, DC is they're on top right now. You know?
At least for comics. I don't know about the movies.
Yeah, the movies are dog shit, but the comics are on point.
So what's the premise of the Doomsday Clock? Like, is Doomsday coming back?
Well,
or is this like a whole
should I
different
explain the historical reason for the Doomsday Clock? All right.
Yeah, give a little background.
So the Doomsday Clock started, I believe, in World War II, and it's a clock that lets you know how far we are to basically
annihilation,
apocalypse
or some shit.
Yeah, no, it's like the end of the world.
Yep.
So once they started inventing nuclear weapons, people understood that if you develop them too much, you could destroy the world, and that's why it's historical shit. Sorry, but JFK and I think maybe it was in Khrushchev, but JFK and another like Russian guy, they basically saved the world from nuclear annihilation because JFK decided during the Cold War not to like launch nukes at Russia, because if he would have done that, it would have been basically the end of the world, which is pretty much a fucking fact. And so they made this clock to where if you have certain things happen in the world, the clock will go closer to midnight. Once it gets midnight, that's when we're basically fucked. Right, so if you ever see that clock, it's usually at the 45-minute mark if you look at the actual clock.
Yep.
And then they're degrees until midnight.
Closer to annihilation.
Closer to midnight. Yeah, and it's closer to annihilation. And yeah, that's how the Doomsday Clock came around, is because of basically nuclear war. And that's heavily influenced in the Watchmen comics, because they talk about nuclear war or annihilation with the Doomsday Clock. And so that's what the Doomsday Clock is. It's like it's ticking closer to midnight, which is the end of the world.
And this book came out in like the middle of the 80s Cold War, climate and whatnot. So it's a comic from its era, even though it kind of still has appeal. And the movie came out, I don't know, 2011, 2010 or whatever. But yeah, it's from that Cold War era of the 80s in the U.S. So just
so that's where this comic gets its name from the actual Doomsday Clock.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's dystopian kind of stuff.
I'm gonna check the time right now.
There you go.
Yeah, well, because actually you can if you look up Doomsday Clock, and it'll tell you exactly what time it is. It gets closer and further depending on who the president is. To be honest with you, like it's probably like I would say right now it's probably about 53 minutes in.
Yeah, right now actually it's 2 minutes to midnight.
Oh god,
2 minutes. Jesus Christ. Oh man, that just almost my heart dropped.
Yeah. Well, you know Hawaii got that warning, that fake warning, just a little while ago.
Yeah. Well, for some reason our current president decides to keep fucking with North Korea for some odd reason. Leave them the fuck alone. They have literally zero influence on America.
Yep.
Leave them the fuck alone.
Let's get into some movies. Big fucking movie. We haven't even brought it up. Tomorrow, goddammit. Black Panther.
It is Black Panther Eve.
We are Wakanda.
Yes. So here we fucking are. Do we have...
Wait, that's tomorrow?
Yeah,
tomorrow
early.
night? Yeah. Tomorrow night, the midnight release. Thursday.
Actually, 10 o'clock.
Okay, so I'm watching it on Friday.
Yeah. So am I.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm watching it on Friday at like 7.
I watched it on Monday.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm going
an hour
Monday.
before you.
Yeah. I'm going at 8, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going at 7.
So, any thoughts? Everybody's predicting big numbers from the opening weekend.
I've heard some reviews,
Dude.
but their reviews don't fucking matter until I see it.
That's how it always should be.
Yeah.
It really should. No, it doesn't matter what the fucking movie is. It's all about what we think about it. And sometimes our opinions are very drastically different from the mainstream fucking people's. Olden, you didn't say shit for fucking 20 minutes. What the fuck you got to say about Black Panther?
So I have people in my ear talking about Black Panther saying like this is Oscar worthy from early reviews, so I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna wait until I see it. The big thing that people have been talking about is the album. Black Panther, the album everyone's been listening to, saying it's fire. People have it on repeat. I'm hearing it on Bard. I'm hearing it like in commercials or whatnot. Everyone's all about it.
As a hobo shitting on Bard, listening to it, like,
so it seems pretty dope. I'm just hoping it's a good, like, interesting film, because I think this is the last one before Infinity War.
Yes, it is.
So I'm hoping like we see, some good ties. I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be a good film, and I'm hearing that it is, but that's from early reviews. Who knows what's up? We'll find out definitely. I think tomorrow when people on the West Coast see it around 9.
I'm really hoping that it can actually spur its own trilogy. That's my like long-term goal or whatever with it. I'd like to see, Black Panther 1, 2, and fucking 3.
I mean, they could have it planned out. I mean, shit, Ant-Man has its own sequel, so
coming out this year.
Yeah, it comes out. I think so. I believe it's after Infinity War, which is weird. So I figured New York would be leveled after Infinity War.
But just because the movie comes out after doesn't mean timeline and chronologically.
This is true.
It's afterwards.
This is very true. So you never know. But I mean, everyone's talking about it. This is the biggest movie probably up until Ready Player One that everyone's talking about. So.
Yeah, Ready Player One. I was talking to on Twitter anyway, John from formerly SUVR. I don't know if he's working now. I got to interface with him to see if he's working now. But we were talking on Twitter, and he said he was really looking forward to Black Panther. And I said, Ready Player One and Black Panther are coming out, same year. I was like, it's pretty awesome, right? And he said he was kind of hesitant about Ready Player One. He's actually the person that made me read it.
Him? Why?
He literally made me read Ready Player One. He made me read it to get an interview with him, so that's why I read it.
No, but why is he hesitant on that?
He didn't tell me the exact reasons, but I can imagine from the trailers, they have made it more quote unquote relevant. There are things that are in the trailer that were not in the book.
Like Tracer?
Yeah, like Tracer and stuff. And I get it. Like you want to update your
There's other scenes too though that aren't in the book that in the trailer.
Yeah.
Which I actually have a problem with, but I mean, I'm gonna give it a chance.
I'm still gonna give it a chance. Yeah. It was a great book, and it visually the movie looks awesome. The trailers they look great, so I'm still gonna watch it probably day one. But yeah, I can see why John would be hesitant to be excited about the movie.
It's healthy to be skeptical, though. Here's the thing. You don't want to be overhyped, go in, and then you're like, this is disappointing because of some details that he knows from his work, even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like the one problem when you read a book, when you read a book and you go see the movie adaptation of it. It's definitely not going to be 100% with the book, but at least they can try to get some of it right.
I mean, there's been a few. I mean, I think Harry Potter did a relatively good job about, because I read all the Harry Potter books. They did a really good job sticking to the books. They left some shit out, but it was shit that wasn't that important in my opinion. So
yeah, like the movies were great for that.
Yeah,
like I read in Ready Player. Oh yeah, Ready Player. No, sorry. Ender's Game. I read Ender's Game and then I saw the movie, and I mean, the book had like more details for certain things, but like the movie definitely like touched. It had my take of what I would expect for certain things to be. So I actually respected the movie for that, even though the movie wasn't that great. It didn't do too well in the box office. It was a good movie. It just didn't do too well in the box office.
Yeah,
gotcha. Let's stick with movies just a little bit longer. In a couple weeks, this J-Law movie comes out, Red Sparrow.
The fuck? I have not heard about this movie at all.
I keep seeing commercials for it.
I didn't. I was like, is this Black Widow or what are we doing here, y'all? Who's trying to fucking fool here?
It's like
looks
Lucy,
like
right?
some Black Widow for certain.
Like the Red Room.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
It looks like almost like a copy of her backstory, like line for line in a lot of ways. I don't hear a lot lot of people fucking excited about this one, though.
I'm not.
Well, the first time I did see the trailer. The first time I saw the trailer made me think of Atomic Blonde.
Oh,
like
wow.
it's
Atomic Blonde got some good buzz, though.
Dude, that was a good movie.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that one was a good one. I don't think this one is going. I feel like this one may bomb. I really do.
yeah.
J-Law seems like she fucking phones it in sometimes. God damn it.
All the time?
Yeah.
It's got any more fucking blue paint. I'm just saying.
You know what I fucking realized about that fucking shit from X-Men Apocalypse with her ass? Go back and look at Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Yeah.
Dude, she
and
was
look at
always
how
in blue
fucking-
paint.
But look at how fucking dedicated she was to fitness, too.
And she was a fucking supermodel.
Yeah, I think she had already had like kids, or at least one kid by the last time she was playing Mystique.
Yeah.
She put in the time and effort for her body to look awesome, just like, even though you use the steroids, just like Hugh Jackman for Wolverine or Chris Hemsworth.
Skip Blake Day, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just saying, like, put in the goddamn effort in the fucking gym if you're going to be on screen getting paid millions of dollars. You could tell in X-Men Apocalypse she didn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even I watched the whole fucking Hunger
Still
Games
smashing,
series,
don't give a fuck.
but the last one that she was in, like it just seemed like she just kind of didn't give a fuck anymore about the role. Like her acting wasn't really on point. I mean, maybe that's how the character was supposed to be, but like I don't know, I just didn't like it too much.
Well, we got that X-Men Phoenix movie coming, and I believe she's in it.
I think she's fucking in it.
She's in it.
Wait, how is she in that?
Huh?
She's going to be Mystique again.
Yeah, she's Mystique again.
Playing the role of a superhero Mystique, like she did before.
Can I?
Twice.
Go ahead.
Well, we're on the topic of comic book movies. Can I tell you my fear of Black Panther right now?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
This is what I first worried about when they first announced they're gonna make a Black Panther movie, and because it was kind of announced around the same time of when the Oscar So White thing. I fear that we're gonna get a super black comic book movie, and I think that people are going to pander and say that it was a great movie when it's a shit movie.
Oh.
That's what I'm worried about.
Okay.
And I think that hopefully, I hope it doesn't happen, but I have a feeling that so many people, it's like 100% on fucking Rotten Tomatoes.
Something like that.
I'm
Close
like,
to it.
For me, when I hear that, it's bullshit to me. For comic book movie, it's bullshit. There's no fucking way that 100% of the people that watch this fucking movie think that it's great.
And did they have Rotten Tomatoes during? I feel like Rotten Tomatoes wasn't as big during like Dark Knight or even the first Avengers.
Oh no, it was. It was.
it was around,
been
yeah.
around for a long time.
But I mean, was it as big as it is?
Oh,
though?
yeah. It was.
Yeah, it's still pretty big. But
they probably went on the level where like that's where you would go for like to really review a movie, get scores, but it was there.
I mean, that's where I went. But then again, I'm different scale of people, right?
Yeah.
But
You're a
what I'm
trendsetter before it was the fucking trend.
Yeah, but I'm worried about people like saying that it's the shit only because it's full of black people and they're on that like super SJW bullshit. You know what I mean? But I've also seen at the same time, I've seen people talk about how why isn't there like lesbian representation in the movie? And I'm like, so first of all, if you look at the Dora Milaje, there are 2 gay characters. All right, whether or not they're in the movie, I don't really give a shit.
Okay,
but you don't need. This is why I have a problem with like when people talk about diversity.
This was a literal B than BGI question.
Was it really?
Oh, shit, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Yeah, I don't want to stop you. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you don't need representation in every fucking movie. You know what I mean? Like, I want the director and the writers to write what they want to write. It is impossible to include every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry and fucking gender now and walks of life in a movie. You can't do it. If you're trying to tell like a solid, cohesive story, and I think that people just put this undue pressure to include all these, representations. Just tell me a fucking good story. I don't give a shit what ethnicity or fucking gender or sexuality. I don't give a shit about any of that. Just tell me a good fucking story.
So let me at least give
We
credit.
true to source.
I'm with you. Let me give a little credit to Gian from Daniel and Gian Talk Shit, because he proposed the question. It was an article that was going around the internet either yesterday or today about the Dora Milaje. Yes, I'm familiar with, as Kronos alluded to in the comics, there's some Dora Milaje that are lesbians. No doubt about it. I've said it before just a few minutes ago. I feel like if this movie is a big enough hit, maybe approaching $1 billion or surpassing $1 billion, then it warrants most likely having a couple sequels.
And I hope so.
Oh yeah.
And from the sequels,
you
there
want
may
that money.
be a different vision of, an expanded vision of what the Dormology are or what other characters are. You may bring in people from the Marvel universe that we've never even thought of or seen in the comics. Who fucking knows?
Real quick, I used a term that apparently somebody in the chat room didn't understand what it was, which is fine. SJW is a social justice warrior.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So, the movie is directed by a director,
Ryan Coogler.
yes, who's had some pretty.
Tony's third movie, right?
Yeah, it's his third big movie because he got notoriety for Fruitvale Station, which had Michael B. Jordan, and then he also did Creed.
Exactly.
And then now he's doing Black Panther. So he's worked with Michael B. Jordan 3 times. So it could be very Michael B. Jordan heavy.
And I'm fine with it. He's a great actor. I like Michael B. Jordan a whole fucking lot.
So
Still live with his mama.
Really?
Yeah, he lives with his parents. We're still
cool.
together.
Yeah, whatever.
His dad came back and getting his pack of cools. So
Dad came back.
yeah, so it's all good.
It's just speculation right now. We'll obviously all see it. We're definitely going to do a review of it fucking next week. There is no fucking doubt about it. No waiting on that. In fact, it's probably going to be a heavily Black Panther centric episode next week.
Yeah, for sure. And this is the thing for me. I mean, I was a Black Panther fan before the movie was even announced. Yeah, before it was cool.
I wasn't a huge. To me, Black Panther was Storm's husband back in the day.
Wow. That's true too.
Yeah, I mean, dude, back in the 80s and late 80s and 90s, Storm was huge.
Oh yeah.
Huge. And when she married T'Challa, it was like, she married another superhero character.
Right.
And she eclipsed him back in the day.
See, that's the same with me with Olivia Munn and Aaron or some shit.
Yeah.
I thought she was the most popular one, but yeah.
The thing that gets me is when I see all these other fellow African Americans, they're like, "Oh yeah, Black Panther's a shit," blah blah. I'm like, motherfucker, can you even name who made Black Panther or who was the most famous writer of Black Panther? Did you even read Black Panther?
Probably not.
They're just saying that they didn't realize that Black Panther the comic came out before Black Panther the fucking organization.
Yep.
And it's like that really bothers me. They're just gonna hop on this fucking bandwagon and be like, "Oh, it's the shit." And it's just like, well, they don't fucking get it.
Hopefully, and I hear where you're coming from, but I'm hoping that the movie helps inspire some, because not all, to go back and do some reading. You know what I mean? Because it's not fucking too late. You know what I mean? I will admit that over the last couple years, I've gone back and done some reading of Christopher Priest.
And I'll be honest, the Christopher Priest run, so Christopher Priest, that run of Black Panther, the beginning of it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
I got to be totally honest with you.
It was the second collection, at least that one onward. And full disclosure, though, I don't like a whole lot of 90s and 80s books.
Well, they're rough.
When I'm trying to read them in the 20s.
Especially the Marvel Max days.
Yeah. It's hard to read back from that era, because you're used to modern writing and modern art.
Well, but Christopher Priest, even the way he wrote then is kind of the same way he writes now. I can always tell a Christopher Priest book immediately because he writes all of his comics in basically chapters. And that's immediately known, and it's just it can be, if you're a non-comic fan, you're not gonna like his books at all, because it's fucking jarring. You're just like, what the fuck is going on here? For me, I can keep up because I've been reading comics for a while, but like I said, if you're a non-comic fan, it's the cohesiveness. You're gonna have to you gotta pay fucking attention.
Yep.
All right.
And I'm doing that
you're reading an actual book.
I'm doing that on his Deathstroke Rebirth run right now, and it's been fun for me.
Yeah, and he actually just picked up, was it Justice League, or he picked up another major DC book.
Yep.
Maybe it was Justice League. I can't remember. But I've been reading it, but I knew right away because it was he has the one cell that's dedicated just the name of the chapter.
Yes.
And so I knew it was him before even seeing that it was him.
Yeah, he's got a signature style.
Yeah, which is cool. He's probably is he the most famous black writer for comics? He probably is.
Well, who took over Black Panther for a little bit?
So Ta-Nehisi Coates is more recent.
More recent,
yeah.
Oh, more recent, yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't. To me, he doesn't reach the level of. Shit, I'm sorry, I've been drinking. Christopher Priest. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Ta-Nehisi Coates, he's been doing a really great job, and I loved when I had. Comic Noobs asked him a question about picking up the mantle. Yeah. And he was basically I'm just gonna go.
Well, and-
you know, and I love that answer. He's
and
just gonna keep going.
He comes from the literary world of just writing books. This was,
Yeah.
I think, his first comic that he's writing. So,
And he did a great job, unlike the lady that picked up fucking America, which totally shit on it. At least Ta-Nehisi Coates recognized the history of Black Panther and evolved it, you know, built on it.
Yep.
The other lady that picked up America, she just threw away all of America's history and just
shit
did her
on
own
it.
shit. Yeah.
Shit it on. Since we already did one B than BTI.
Wait, actually, before we change gears,
No.
I just want to mention, other than our own fucking amazing podcast, there's a podcast out there called Geek History Lesson, and they did a podcast on Black Panther, which was really fucking good, and I definitely I would recommend checking that out just because they kind of go into the history of Black Panther. So if you don't know who Black Panther is, definitely check it out. But one of their recommendation reads is Black Panther by Christopher Price, which is Priest. Sorry, it's the first comic the complete collection of the first volume, and you can buy that on Amazon right now for like $24.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And
That's why I bought it up.
Oh, shout out to Geek History Lesson because they answered one of my questions live when they went live on Facebook. It was pretty interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool because Jason Idman, he's part of the
DC Nation.
Yeah, he's part of DC DC TV and DC All Access. So it's pretty cool. And then
that hot black chick.
she's Hispanic.
She's got dark skin. She's fine as fuck.
She called out me in Prodigy at WonderCon. Or no, it was Comic Con.
I thought she blew the whistle on me.
Oh no, you would have been arrested, and I would have just.
Ask B than BTI question number 2.
Go ahead.
This is a good one. It is Valentine's Day. This is the Valentine's Day edition.
Hold on, you got to say it the Black List. It's Valentine's Day.
Valentamamins. What's the best ship or relationship in comics or anime history?
Marco and Alana in Saga.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
That's the top of my head.
I mean, it's all about those two.
Yeah.
They have a lot of fucking sex and kids.
Or Death and shit. Well, Death and Thanos. Or Death.
You can't take them all.
The Death from East and West. What's the wife's name?
Yeah, Death.
It's not Mariko. I forget her fucking name. She's like the dragon or something like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the Dragon of the East or whatever.
Yeah.
Blue, what you got?
For some reason, the first thing that popped in my mind was is probably because we were talking about it earlier, but from Sword Art Online with Kira. Is it Kira?
Kirito and Asuna.
Yeah, those two. But then also fucking Batman and Catwoman jumped.
I knew he was gonna say it.
That's a good one.
Oh well, plus because like their relationship
recently.
Yeah, like they've been fucking going through some shit and like I don't know. It's because they went from being like fucking like enemies to being lovers to having like a kid, and now they're getting fucking married and shit like that. So
have you read like the latest one?
No, I'm not caught up with the latest one.
God damn it! Hold on. Could you imagine being with Wonder Woman for like almost 20 years and not fucking her?
Nope. I'm busting.
Well,
all over.
I'd be kind of scared
inside.
Because I said that episode of Futurama, the Sims News.
Hold on. 20 years of basically just fighting.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
I'd have to roll them dice.
Damn.
Old Ninja, what you got?
Damn, there's a couple, but there's one that I've always been intrigued with. It's not explored as much, and that's with Diana Prince and Clark Kent. Because it's not always explored, but when they do, I'm like super intrigued. I actually have one of the Action Comics of Superman and Wonder Woman making out like on a rock.
Alien in the Amazon.
Yeah,
like
and then when so depending on who's writing, like I know with DK3, Dark Knight 3, they have a son and a daughter.
Oh yeah, they have.
Because they have the character. So in Injustice, Superman has a daughter, Laura, I believe, or his name's after his mom, and then
Martha.
Not that Martha. His Kryptonian,
his real mom.
Yeah, his Kryptonian mom.
What you did, we're good.
Yeah, his Kryptonian mom. But in DK3, she has the same name, but not necessarily the same look.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I still don't understand why she flies the way she does.
In Injustice, she's in there because they do the flash forward of her like taking over the mantle. She's not called Super Person or Superwoman, but she's basically Superman's daughter. And
they call her May Person.
Yeah, I think it's Laura Vanell is her name. I can't remember her name, but I've always been cool. I always thought that.
Hold on, is it Zimzer?
No.
Zoo?
No. It's always L. But I always thought that the only one that could dick down Wonder Woman really good would be Superman.
Goddamn. All right, these are all good ones. I'm going a different route. I'm going to stay with the MCU. I'm going to say Tony Stark and Steve.
You can't steal. No, that's bullshit. Your ass stole that. Hold on, your ass stole that. If anything, you should have said fucking Bucky and goddamn Captain America, but you didn't.
Nah, I ain't going there.
Yeah,
I'm going Iron Man.
Nah.
Actually, Robert Downey Jr. posted out some.
Yeah, I know. That's why you went that
and
route.
I thought it was hilarious.
He's gonna get some iron dick.
If you had said Bucky and Cap, I would have been okay with it. But nah, you went some fucking current meme bullshit.
That's what I always
bullshit.
do. Right.
There was like an article I read recently, and they were talking about the relationship between Batman and Joker being more on the sexual side of the thing, which is fucking.
Lego Batman explored that.
Yeah, that was
all
like,
bad.
God damn, that's all fucking bad. But I can see where that shit could be going.
Back in the
Put
day,
the square peg in the circle hole.
shove it in. Yeah, actually, I remember back in the day, people were talking about when you didn't know Joker's identity, people were like, well, maybe Joker's Batman's long lost brother, because they're two sides of the same coin, which would have been
the fuck out.
Well,
but they've never done it. But
There was an article I read too that talked about how like the Joker is fucking like bisexual or transsexual. Or
I heard they're trying to
weird
make him that
fucking
way.
sexual thing. It's like, oh come on, it's a fucking Joker. Just let him be. He's like, I've never seen. I mean, other than him and Harley Quinn maybe hooking up now and then, but like Joker's all about just fucking killing motherfuckers.
It's people that look for too much in characters. It's like, look, if you want a gay character, look for a new gay character. Stop trying to fit other established characters into what you want them to be. Let them be what the writer said. All right.
Yeah.
And
Just make a new character.
And there's plenty of actual out gay characters in DC and Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
If you just look for them. You know what I mean?
But they don't, because that's how I know they're not comic fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So stop bringing your non-comic fan bullshit and try to ruin my comics.
All right, let's round it up, y'all. Let's round it up.
Actually, wait. Before we round it up, y'all guys, we never touched on that. Cosmos is returning. Did you guys see the trailer for or the commercial for
I
it?
didn't see the trailer, but I knew it was returning though.
I didn't know it was coming back.
Yeah, I think they aired during the Super Bowl. I think. It was just a quick little. They just showed the ship, and they just showed it like fly into like a black hole, and it just showed like Cosmo returning. I was like, oh shit.
I know that if we ever had Neil deGrasse Tyson on this podcast, I would die a happy man.
Yes.
I'm just saying, if I could ever just sit down and talk with that guy, it'd be great because I think that he's a great person. I think he's a great science communicator. Beyond like ethnicities and all that shit, he's inspiring a whole new generation, just like the guy that inspired him, Carl Sagan. And I think that his message is very important because right now, like, people aren't really that involved in the STEM field, and I think people forget about that. Like when I grew up, I was inspired to work on computers, and when I was 11 years old, and I fucking stuck with it. And I'm pretty fucking good at what I do, and I think that not enough people now are inspired about that kind of stuff. They're not inspired about the future. They're not inspired about humanity expanding beyond what we are now, and I think that is a fucking crying shame. So watch Cosmos, listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's a great dude. That's what I gotta say.
He's got a brand new book out right now. I actually wanted to pick it up, and then I will say both Elon and Bill Nye are trying to inspire people too. Which is great.
Elon's cool. Bill Nye I got a problem with. Sorry to say.
Okay.
Because he mixes a little bit of bullshit in with his thing, and he's actually kind of barely a scientist.
Well, he's an engineer. He's an engineer.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just trying to say he tries to inspire people.
He does. But like some of his arguments for certain things are just kind of they're weak as far as like factual basis goes. You know what I mean? Like some of his arguments about global warming and stuff like that. Actually, a lot of scientists about global warming are kind of weak to me because for me, I don't deny that global warming doesn't exist, but I think that a lot of them don't recognize that the globe has been getting warmer since before the humans were even on this planet, and that's a problem for me. And they also don't acknowledge that there are things in the past that scientists said, like acid rain and shit like that, or the hole in the ozone, and they said that we're basically going to be dead by now, that were totally not true, and they just like pass that shit up, and they don't acknowledge that at all. That they were wrong at those points.
Yeah, it's been a while since we heard about holes in the ozone. I mean, you know, they talk about like there's some that are like they're not as big as they used to be,
and
right?
They're still there, and like acid rain is totally fucking gone. You know what I mean? They don't recognize it. Like I wish they would just be honest and be like, look, we were wrong about these things. Let's move forward, but we still have these problems. But at the same time, like you can't be like, hey, global warming is such a horrible thing when, you know, ever since like the ice age, it's been getting warmer. Yeah, I mean that's been like, to me logically that's been the way it's been. It's the way it's going to be for a long time until we have another freezing event. And global warming to me and to most like knowledgeable scientists isn't that bad. The real bad one is fucking global cooling. That's the worst event you can have on this fucking planet, which has happened multiple times in the past. Okay. Like you've had literally animals that have been frozen solid while they were eating. Okay. That's fucking terrifying. But nobody talks about that shit. They just care about global warming. You know, we'll survive global warming. We will.
I think the one thing they need to just not stop calling it global warming, just call it climate change.
Yeah, climate change is the most important thing. Yeah.
All right, let's round it up. Old Ninja, what you got?
I know today's the big V-Day, but I'm hanging out with my niece on Saturday in the city. Her birthday's Saturday, so I'm going to spend some time with her. I got her the Nintendo Switch, so hopefully she'll
listen to this podcast.
What?
Hope she doesn't listen to this podcast.
No, she's too young to be. She's not even double digits yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking forward to spending time with her. Gonna be with Kronos in the city for some SF Beer Week tomorrow. Going to an event Saturday night as well, and then watching some Black Panther probably Monday night. I don't know if I'll be able to hold out that long, but we'll see.
All right. Hopefully the internet won't spoil it for you. Blue, what you got?
So happy Valentine's Day to everybody who's listening.
See, you said it, Valentine's Day.
I did? Shit, I don't fucking even know.
We're on a tape.
Happy Valentine Day.
Valentine's. There's an N in there. goddammit.
I'm black. I got the blacklist. So. But yeah, the Sweetness and I are going out to dinner tomorrow to celebrate Valentine Day.
You fuck with me now.
Yeah, I'm fucking
V-Day.
But yeah, we're doing that tomorrow. I actually have a photo shoot happening this Saturday. I'm doing like a baby shower this weekend, so that should be cool. It's a fellow photographer friend of mine, so I'm helping him out with. Or he actually,
Who?
You don't know him. He's kind of somebody I met in a photography group. Okay. So. I'm definitely doing that this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that because it's going to be interesting to photograph a bunch of people I don't know. But yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Is it a porn shoot? You cocks and pussies and shit?
No. Hopefully not that. Hopefully I'm not going to take the baby and born. Oh shit!
Damn.
This is going to get me popular. But yeah, so I'm definitely doing that. Stitch and I are going to try to get the Planet the Younger at a location. I'm going to say it's First Street House in Livermore. So
let's go to the fucking bistro. I was going to go there today, but you can go.
Well, what's cool about First Street House is they have a buffet, a breakfast buffet or brunch buffet,
and it's good. But that's
good.
That fucking line though. It's good. The bistro, there's never the years that I've gone, there's never a line.
This is kind of like a yearly event type of deal, but
yeah,
it is what it is. But First Street House they're a really cool place. I'm definitely gonna be checking out Black Panther on Monday with the Sweetness, so I can't wait for that shit because if it's really good, I'm fucking moving to Wakanda. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, fiction or non-fiction. I'm gonna find it.
All right, Carlos, what you got?
Yes, our beer week continues. So we'll continue to be inebriated for the rest of this week. It's gonna be great, except for Saturday. I'm not gonna drink too much on Saturday because I got shit to do. But yeah, it's been great to take my annual beercation and hang out with new and cool people and just get drunk all day. So that's about it.
Keep posting the beers you're drinking and tagging folks and all that good stuff.
Oh, I will. And I know I said I was gonna do like some vlogging this week. Tomorrow I'm definitely gonna vlog because it's weird for me to like vlog myself because I feel like a fucking pretentious asshole. But when I'm with other people, I don't mind doing it because it's just like me with somebody else. So tomorrow I'm gonna basically vlog and you'll have a cool video hopefully. So look forward to that one.
Good shit. I got a real quick shout out. Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 3 is dropping at the very end of this month. I think the 25th. We have done great interviews with most of the fucking cast. Yeah. Obviously, we've had Ray and
Santiago.
Ray Santiago.
Ray Santiago and Dana De Lorenzo on here.
And fucking Ted Raimi.
Ted Raimi. So can't wait for that show to be on. It's fucking hilarious. So shout out to them, all the stars.
And you can catch up on Netflix. You can watch the first 2 seasons on Netflix.
Yes.
So there you go.
All right, check us out.
So check us out on Twitter at BThanBTI. That's at BTHANBTI. Check us out on Instagram with BThanBTI. Check us out on Facebook with BThanBTI as well. Check out our official website, BenHadProductions.com/BThanBTI. Player FM, Stitcher, Amazon, on Google,
iTunes.
iTunes, Apple Podcasts. Check us out, rate us, leave us a comment. And
Amazon.
I already said Amazon.
Titties.
Sure.
We're like bacteria. Bitches, we're everywhere.
Damn.
Has succeeded.
Ask Alexa about us. She'll tell you what's up.
She will.
Yeah. You're so fucking precious.
Happy V-Day. Hope you get some V.
It's also
Or the D.
Singles Awareness Day.
Yes.
Sad.
Yes. Deuce.
Happy Sad Day.